Here we go. Ralston's the one we're missing. All right.
Are you missing KB? Must be on bedtime duty.
Yeah, my guess. Did I take all my spells?
Because his kid is too small to start having problems with bedtime unless he's colicky. Another year and a half.
Other than the whole just not wanting to sleep, I guess.
Well, I mean, when they're that small, if they don't want to sleep, it's because they're sick. They've eaten something they shouldn't have. Not
Right.
an assertion of personality.
Yeah, no, they just don't know any better.
Yeah. Well, we'll give him 5 minutes. After that, he's dead.
Okay. Seems fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't, prepared any backup characters, but I have like 3 ideas in case anything happens to Algalon.
But you haven't prepared them.
No, I haven't prepared them. I've thought about it. I don't like to have them ready because then I'd be like, oh, I really like this character. Maybe I can kill my main and then jump in on this one. I don't like doing that. Some people do. I'm not gonna say Solo's name, but
I got 2 options. I just haven't rolled them yet. I have them built out in D&D Beyond. I just haven't rolled their stats and stuff like that for it.
yeah, see, I haven't done that. I have an idea of. I haven't decided which one I would pick, but I've come up with ideas.
What about me? What did I do here?
I heard about your paladin for our.
What paladin? What are you talking?
Yeah, for the Sunday game. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because you think all hope is lost just because you're trapped in a stone cylinder?
That nobody can hear me in, and there's no switches or levers or mechanisms I can understand, and I'm slowly losing air? Yes, I'm very much losing hope.
And no one knows where you're at? Yeah.
Power of friendship, my friend. Trust in the power of friendship and God on your side.
There you go.
My only hope is that my spectral hound let off enough vibrations that one of our party members, familiar, heard vibrate the ground, and they can somehow echolocate me before I'm deaf.
Yeah, and he's a wizard, so he doesn't believe in God.
I think there have been 2 replacement characters in this campaign. The first one was fairly successful. The second one was not.
Fair.
But the first one, I think his original character died at the beginning of his second session. so he actually played the second character most of the time that he was playing.
Yeah, I've never killed off any character that early in a campaign. I have had 3 characters die within 100 feet of each other before. Or 2 characters die within 100 feet of each other and then made my third. But never in the first 3 sessions.
Wow. They did rush a Bulette when they were on the first level.
And yeah, at that level, you don't know what a Bulette is. Fair.
See,
well, they knew that it was very big and it had just bounced out of the ground.
To be fair, the second character that died within 100 feet solo rushed a beholder because he didn't know what it was. So I can't say too much.
I have never rushed a beholder, thank you very much. I almost poked one in the eye, but that's it.
The second character actually should have died in that encounter, but the Bulette actually missed him. And then they ran away.
Oh, I think I can beat you. I had a gnome who died on the first floor of Firefinger and Tomb of Annihilation. And then I rolled another character that was captured by the Terra folk on the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
He got knocked off, fell
Nice.
down 300 feet, and died.
So my
So,
group,
I rolled two characters.
completely bypassed Fireflinger and then got up to Umbala to the plateau and got the quest for the Terrafolk, but they said, nah, we'll just leave. We're not dealing with that.
Have you played the original?
No, I haven't done the original TOA.
Not the original TOA, Tomb of Horrors.
Tomb of Horrors, yeah, I have it. I wanted to play it. I haven't played it though. It's so good.
I've heard it is a bloodbath.
It's so good.
Basically. Yeah, I've never actually played it. To be honest, I'm not really attracted to that whole genre. The meat
You
grinders.
don't like meat grinders?
I don't really see what the point is.
It's
I've only
hardcore.
lost one character.
I think because I think we also, the group that did the Tomb of Annihilation run also did a Tomb of Horrors. And yeah, I think it's mainly just the fact that you could say that you completed it, but still, no, it's not. I don't say it's worth it in the long run.
Yeah, I like the challenge.
I like the challenge, but if we're doing challenge, go for Tomb of Annihilation. It's basically campaign hardcore mode because you can't revive people anymore. Death actually means something in that theme,
Yep.
essentially.
Oh,
Because you can't always go back up to your cleric. Hey, can you revivify me real quick? Nope, that death is solid. You can't come back.
I actually made it harder for them. The further and deeper in the tomb they get, the higher the death save gets.
Good.
Yeah, I think that should be because
Oh, yeah. I think.
I
Yeah,
did
the first
borrow-
roll, the first time that actually had to happen was last session.
I did borrow the death save rule for that, or at least a modified version of it.
nice. Okay, it's so good. It's such a great idea. I was originally not gonna tell my players, but I'm like, nah, that's a dick move. I'll tell my players.
Out
Yeah,
of my
that-
own curiosity, Ivan, could we do like Mountain of the Mad Mage when we like hit a certain level, just see how far our characters could get? Just
Well,
like a side thing. I don't know. It'd be
I
interesting.
mean,
to
if you
see
think
how
about
far
it,
we go for it.
the standard, I guess, medium.
Sorry if I didn't say it.
difficulty
Anime. Thanks for the
save.
thanks
is
for the
usually
resub, man.
15. The fact that they knocked it down to 10 is kind of a cop out. I mean, it is kind of mean, but I guess what I do is I have people make con saves instead of death saves, and they need a 15 to get a plus.
Mhm.
But between 10 and 15, it counts as a nothing. Like it's neither a fail nor a save.
Gotcha.
So it kind of extends the dying process.
Oh,
but-
okay.
There's plenty of ways to torture people. I have this other party in a different game, and they kind of split up for a while because one of them went to see the Pope to see if the Pope could cure him of his lycanthropy.
As one does, yeah.
As one does, yeah. And the rest of them stayed behind because they were hurt. So they were convalescing, and they basically hired this quack to cure them. Well, he wasn't really a quack, but he was kind of annoying. So one of them, who has this shoulder injury, just kept failing his weekly rolls. So he spent a month and a half in town, and he still hasn't healed.
Yikes.
But anyway, so I know there was a long discussion about plans, but what's the decision? The big decision?
I would like to lay down and cry for my mother.
That's the decision.
You can do that during a long rest.
Yeah, are you gonna do that during a short rest, a long rest, or downtime?
It sounds like a fun thing. I might save for the downtime.
All right. So Baron has an attack of hebephrenia.
Baron, we cannot stop now. We have to go back and help them.
All right, so we were leaving the cave and headed back to the mansion, I believe. Or no, or were we trying to force march it?
I think we're at the half
Went
the
up.
house.
You sailed up the coast, went to see the lizard people, who were the ones that gave you that information, and then you went back to the mansion, and you have spent a night there, at least up until now. If you want to stay there longer, that's up to you.
Gotcha. No, I think we're dipping immediately at soonest light, I think. At least that's what I remember. Y'all can remind me if I'm wrong.
Well, I don't think that decision was made. I kind of left it for you to mull over. But if you want to leave first light, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, then leave right away.
Well, now that we have the two druids here, how fast can you two go?
I don't walk
As a-
very fast. I'm small.
As a bear, I can do 40 feet per movement.
Slightly faster than us.
I would be comfortable possibly changing, being a horse for a couple hours, but that can't carry more than one or two people.
Well, yes, that's kind of true. But, I could carry someone, I guess.
Could just make a quick pace to Saltmarsh.
But weren't we also discussing someone scouting out the cave?
Briefly, I think. Can you?
Oh,
No one
we
can
just-
fly yet. No one can turn into a flying animal.
No, I can't.
We should just get to Saltmarsh, see what the situation is. Go from there, probably. I think would probably be the best thing to do.
Karen, what was the fastest way back?
By land or by sea?
But yeah, but did we leave the raft here? In the mansion? Is that where our raft is currently?
I would say so. I think it's in the actually. I think it's in the cave below it.
Yeah.
Would it, DM, would it be faster by sea or by land? Like if conditions were normal for both walking and rafting?
It depends on the conditions at sea, but it would probably be faster by land, just because the raft is not a particularly fast-moving craft.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what it's like out there. The sea is calm at the moment, and there isn't much in the way of wind, which I guess is also not great because you can't get a tailwind.
Be smarter to walk anyways, in case there's you get jumped by what do they call the swaggin when we get close. It's probably a real possibility.
Up in, like, all hell's blazing, just swing fists and take no prisoners? Or were we going to actually, like, take someone from the side and get information?
So I'm saying when we should see what the situation in the city is. Before we,
should get moving,
you know,
yes.
might be under attack currently. Maybe nothing's happened yet, so they're all just sitting around. Because I doubt we'll be able to get back in the city unless it's under attack. We can try to talk to Stoutly somehow.
How long can Algalon and Drazer stay in their animal forms?
I believe it's an hour.
I can stay in mine for 2 hours.
Yeah, mine's an hour.
So disguise
Um,
myself.
Normally, yeah, it takes just a shade under 2 hours to get to town from here.
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well walk. You know?
That's, I'd say that's up to them. If they want to use their wild shape. Will it be faster? That's the real question. If we use it, will that be, like, useful?
I mean, it won't take you. It might take you an additional hour to get there by sea. So I guess it's up to you to decide whether that's meaningful or not.
Going on foot's just a smarter move.
Yes, I believe my ability would be better saved in case it is needed for the fight. I would prefer,
Yeah.
because
Nothing
I
is
don't think
too
everyone
far.
can keep up with a horse.
The city's just calm when we get there. I can disguise myself and go in and try to speak with Stally, see if he got the message and what's going on. Be an option.
Anything else before we get going? What did they say? Did the lizards say anything else?
No, at least not that I heard. I heard that the creatures were attacking Saltmarsh as a better target than the lizard people.
So gotta be connected to Sharp and his shenanigans in the cave.
Very likely.
Either that or it's just a huge coincidence that they're attacking now that Sharp knows the captain of the guard is suspicious of him.
I would hold off our judgments till we know more, but that is just me.
I don't know for sure.
Well, we should get going.
Yes.
Yeah, let's roll.
All right.
I'll hike Algalon onto my backpack
Thank you.
so I can keep up. On the way there, I'll just look over at Drazer, Byron, and Carr.
I know you are all from Saltmarsh. How big are their guards, and do you know if they are capable of subduing an attack like this, depending on how large the size?
I would guess most of them are probably human. So size-wise, it's probably about not like super huge.
Hey Marvy, how you doing today?
I don't think there's a huge number of them either. So depending on how big of an army is attacking, I would say they may be able to put up a fight, but probably not win.
Now, does the lighthouse keeper, has he changed recently? Perhaps has he become fish-like in the last couple of days or been sick?
No, not as I'm aware. Lighthouse keepers are a little weird, though. They're always reclusive. So, could be he
Would you
probably a
think he'd be
fish.
the type
Let's
to-
just go with he's a fish.
Oh, okay, so we're going to think that he might betray the town. Good to know.
Again, Minigard, can we keep our judgments till we know more? I don't want us killing innocent people.
We don't know if these fish people are actually bad. We also don't know if they're working with the Swaggin or whatever it is.
Well,
It's
We
true.
didn't know there's two different things. They happen to be.
We have to assume they are. I mean, kind of.
We've also been
Trust
pretty
him.
against Sharp this entire time.
Yeah.
I find it kind of strange you lot are now thinking that he might not be involved in this.
Oh, not me. No, I
Right.
think Sharp's directly involved in this.
But if there is a fire in the forest during a lightning storm, do you think the tree was struck by lightning?
I wouldn't really care.
Well, that is where we differ. But I do
Right.
not believe he is involved until I know more. I see these as two completely separate incidents.
It's too close together to be a coincidence.
I just need proof.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna need proof before we act on anything, but
That is all I ask.
If he happens to fall and die, then that's just a happy accident.
Alright, so you depart the mansion or
Yeah.
Saltmarsh. So, yeah, as you leave, thing looks.
Let me know if the music's
out of
too
the
loud.
ordinary. It looks like it has gotten colder during the night. It hasn't snowed yet, but the ground is definitely pretty hard, especially if you leave early and covered with frost. The sea is very calm, and there seems to be almost no wind blowing in from the ocean. So you basically make your way down because the land kind of falls as you approach close to town. But when you get to, when you make your last descent, like right about here, from this set of cliffs, before the road kind of turns more inland toward where Sally's mansion. Well, the mansion is still there. He's not there. At least not as far as you know. But yeah, when you get to about this point, you do see that the sea looks very dark in this direction.
that doesn't bode well.
Can I tell if that looks like a large school or group of some sort of aquatic creatures?
Roll perception modified by nature if you have it.
I give it an advantage by jumping up into the air and giving a better angle.
I do have both. So this will be add a 3 to it. 23.
It does not appear to be a school of fish. You certainly don't sight any, and it looks vast. Like you basically see this dark water as far as your eyes can see. Maybe it's some sort of weird algae, but that seems like a pretty strange time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Algae to bloom.
And it's shapeless, but it's not infinite, right? It looks out of place.
Well, I mean, it kind of begins here. As you look out over the ocean. I mean, it doesn't quite come up to shore here, but it does seem to extend out this way, and like all of this water here looks quite dark.
It's gotta be tens of thousands? There's no way, right? How many guards are in Saltmarsh, would you estimate?
Lord, there is no such force.
Does Saltmarsh have any defenses facing the water?
Not really.
Son of a bitch.
Like wharves.
Yeah, I'll relay this information to the group.
Yeah, Drazer will tell you that the militia is... I mean, the regular militia is probably, 25 people. I mean, they can put more people under arms, but...
Drazer was 99% of the defenses of Saltmarsh.
There's no way. The town's gonna fall. Like, there's no way. That's... I guess we should hurry up.
Yeah.
Who is the closest to Minigard apart from Algalon on his back?
I don't know. Who do you want to be closest to? Since you're jumping around.
Let's see. Who wants to be up front? I can carry.
Well, Drazer wants to be up front, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I can carry.
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know like, who else you could easily carry other than Algalon.
I guess
mean,
I'd kind of be like
kinda
way out
thin
in
and
front
lanky.
scouting. There you go.
Do you want to be up front?
Not really. Not. I mean, you guys look much more suited, and I kind of like point at like your muscly arms. Like you guys look much more suited for that.
Actually, Minigard, he might not be a bad person to take if we're getting there first.
Right. Well, that's up to you. I mean, I'm taking whoever wants to go. I'm going anyways.
Hurry up, we don't have time. Pick someone.
Okay. I guess I'll go.
I grab Baron and just boof.
Um,
I wasn't ready for that. 'cause I
You'll
have no
enjoy
idea you
this.
do that
Hold
stuff.
on.
how much do you weigh, Baron?
You see exactly. With everything I am carrying, about 145 pounds.
And Algalon?
Exactly about 120-ish.
138 to be exact.
Weigh 120, Algalon?
Well, I weigh 35 pounds, plus I have like 80 pounds of equipment and herbs
Wow.
and stuff. Yeah.
That's a lot of equipment. How do you usually carry it around?
In a very big backpack. Actually, I
Sweet.
have, yeah, it's all in a backpack in my pockets and my belt.
Well, now that I know that. So that's basically about, what, 260 altogether? What's your strength, Minigard?
16.
Alright.
See. Lift. Carrying. You can lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity. Or
Lift,
30 times
yeah.
your strength.
The question is, for how long?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I was gonna pretty much just full on shoulder carry it.
oh, yeah, like, this also depends on how much of your own stuff you have, but basically, like, 240, which would be your strength times 15, would make you virtually immobile. I mean, you could lift it, but you can't really go anywhere with it. After 80 pounds, you start to lose speed. So, yeah.
Most of the actual movement is coming from the boots themselves. So I don't know, because essentially I'm doing the 10-foot jump, the 10-foot run, and then the 30-foot jump.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
It is
actually
the effort, yeah.
that's actually a different issue because yeah, it allows you to jump, but I mean, if you've got like people plastered all over you, it doesn't guarantee that they're going to remain attached.
That's true. I'll keep going until I start getting tired, and then I'll have Baron try and run alongside us until I can catch my breath again.
Well, I mean, their weight, without even considering what you have, is going to put you at 0 from the get-go.
Shit. So it's just an Algalon trip, or yeah.
Well, I had no idea Algalon had 80 pounds worth of stuff, so even,
That's a good question. We need to like just start putting shit into the bag of holding now that we have space.
Hey, it's probably a good idea for all of us to reach the town
Yeah.
at the same time, anyways. So splitting up. advantages. I guess there's advantages to both.
That's true.
I mean, I can drop some stuff. Like I have torches I don't use, which is a pound a torch, and some rope.
You have 60 torches?
I have 8.
60 torches.
Yeah, Trazer, Minigar's just gonna hand you like his hempen rope. Like it's I think it's like 50 foot of hempen rope.
Yeah, same.
So I can get 10 pounds off me real quick. We can start shedding some weight.
Yeah, I mean, we can start shedding weight. I don't care. We'll put it in the bag of holding. Like, I don't have that much stuff.
40 torches, 20 pounds of rope, and 12 wands of Orcus.
I'll hand.
I had 120 pounds of shells.
All right, ready, Drazer? I'll give you 8 torches.
Yeah, so I guess the shells can go in the bag.
I didn't even have any shells.
Once you've unloaded the weapons.
I got a bunch
Yeah.
of them now.
50 feet of hempen rope,
Make that 2 hempen rope.
a tinder box. Get rid of that.
Tinderbox. Incidental.
I can make fire. I'm good.
Back
Oh.
at users.
Bedroll. That's 7 pounds. There you go. I'll give you that. I need that. I need that. I need that. I guess no. It's nice to have a water skin.
You
That-
control water.
So yeah, actually, let me take this a step back. What's your strength, Algalon?
8.
Okay, so you can carry,
120 pounds.
you can lift 120 pounds. You can carry 40 pounds before you have to start slowing down.
That's carrying capacity is 15 times strength, and lift, drag, push is double that, if I remember.
Right. Then there's also the variant encumbrance rules that make you lose
Fair.
speed.
So
Oh, shit.
yeah, that's why I am. So I had rations that are probably gone, so I'll get rid of that.
Yeah.
And or they went bad. So after giving all that stuff to Drazer, I'm down to 42 pounds.
DM, what can I carry with 10 strength comfortably? Or,
Without,
that might be-
without losing movement rate, you can carry 50 pounds.
Fuck.
Yeah, welcome
I'm at-
to some
I
good
know I can
old
do this again. I'm at
Yeti.
75 pounds. I can do this. I'm just gonna chuck my hunting trap in the bag of holding, which is 25 pounds.
And with 8, what's my comfortable weight?
Oh no, man, I'm still 0.9.
It was 40, right?
With 8 is 40.
All
It's
right,
basically strength times 5
gotcha.
for without losing movement.
All right, so
So for each multiple of 5, you lose, I believe, 10 feet of your movement rate. Yeah. And of course, if your movement rate is 25.
all right, and then I'll give you, since I'm wearing my traveler's clothes, I'll give you my common clothes.
All right, so you start changing wardrobes.
No, those are just in the bag. I've been in my traveler's clothes. I'm giving him the summertime clothes.
We're now seeing the conveniences of having that bag of holding around.
No kidding.
Oh, the bag of holding is awesome.
So now
yeah.
I am at 39.2 pounds if you count my coin weight.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I'm still. I have to drop 0.9 still. I was at 75.9, so Razor's got the hunting trap.
I can just take your pants. Come on.
Whoa. I know you're a bard, but
Oh.
at least roll a persuasion first. Come on.
That
I
was
love
persuasion.
that.
There's no one around except you.
Well, it's just between you, me, and the large dark spot in the ocean. I'm taking my pants off.
Guess you can try to, piss in the ocean and see what happens.
All right, so now I'm under 40 pounds.
There you go. All right.
I'm just gonna note this.
Oh, then I guess back to your original issue.
No,
Are
that's
you
good to know.
Saving the town.
considering being dragged by Minigard or other configuration, or are you going to proceed altogether?
Piece of unit.
Yes, as a unit.
I mean, I'm okay with unit. I don't know. I just felt pressured to volunteer.
Feel
Volunteer
pressure
what?
to do anything, my friend. You're clearly allowed to say no whenever you want. If you're afraid of heights, you can just say so.
I'm not afraid of heights.
We are all individuals. We all have free will.
One of us.
Who said
That
that?
is
What's
Who's
the,
saying that? Who's there?
real quick? What's the standard length of the rope that you get?
50.
To ride? Is it 50 feet?
50 feet.
Yeah.
Because remember, I didn't never put it in my inventory, but I cut that. Was it like a 10-foot length for
Okay, so what do you-
rope trick? I forgot to note that. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay. All right. So, are you going all together, or are you splitting up here?
I know some people wanted to do some scouting, so being
I mean, we could
ahead
just
would have
go-
been useful.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Want
Oh,
to
no,
scout?
go ahead. If anyone wanted to scout, I gladly let the option be out there.
Yeah. Minigard does have his lanky chainmail. As far as like scouting goes. I don't know who else does.
I mean, I feel like I'm just generally like slightly ahead of the party when we're traveling. I mean, maybe not this case because we're kind of on a proven road, I guess. So, we just all hit the town at the same time. It's probably the safest option.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Someone make a decision. This is why back in the days of Tomb of Horrors, there used to be a caller. The DM only used to talk to the caller.
Not a
I
bad
can see
idea.
why. Yeah, I guess. I mean, all together. I guess what my vote goes for. I mean, is that a huge problem for anybody?
I'm fine with that.
We're running, so we can keep running.
Yeah, I mean, as quick a pace as we can, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna jog in town?
I'll keep up with the others, yeah, and have Aldo on my back, so he's not trailing behind.
All right.
All right. So yeah, go enter a moderately wooded area, and then you round Sally's estate. You do notice as you do that the gates, which every time you've passed there, they've been closed, and I mean, well, back when it was still occupied, he sometimes had, or usually had, like people watching from these little guard towers on either side of the gate. But there's no one up there now, and you also notice that the gate is slightly ajar.
Slow it way down. Did we cross the river? Did we go over that bridge?
No, so like you're about here right now. You're approaching the bridge.
Okay.
And Drazer, what's your passive perception?
15.
It's not bad. So yeah, I mean, since you've got a few inches, to put it mildly, on the rest, yeah, the road continues to slope down toward the bridge, but at this point, you do see that, I mean, because you are kind of at an overlook, you see that the islands in the delta are mostly flooded, and actually like a good deal of the coast here, including some buildings, along the
Oh,
coast,
boy.
and like basically all of the docks are underwater. The islands, I mean, you see like some cattails sticking out, and you also see like that monolith structure where the entrance to the cave was, also sticking up above the water. But most of the islands are now submerged. And you do hear sound of some sort of commotion in town. People yelling.
Oh shit, there's still people alive at least.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's still quite a few. I mean, it sounds like there are a lot of people yelling.
Do they all sound human? Or what I would expect from Saltmarsh, I should say.
From where you are, yeah, I mean, it sounds like a crowd of regular people.
Okay.
That you would expect.
Well,
Y'all hear this, or is this just Drazer taking all this in?
Well, Drazer, like, was the first to see flooding. If you continue toward the bridge, yeah, then the rest of you begin to hear these sounds.
Okay. I mean, I guess keep up the pace. If we're by the bridge now, is the water going up the river dark too? Or like as dark as the bay?
At least up to here where the delta begins.
Shit.
As you get even closer, you also notice that the bridge has collapsed.
God damn it. Huh.
Ralston, why are you slowing down? Let's go.
Well, the bridge is out.
That hasn't stopped us before.
No, it hasn't. Is there a bridge? This is the only bridge into Saltmarsh, isn't it? Nearby, anyways.
Yep.
Okay, we gotta cross. I mean, just.
Drazer and I can create an ice bridge. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Yep. Hey, want me to let you down, or want you to stay up here?
I can do it from up here.
Okay.
I'll follow Algalon and Drazer's lead.
Okay. So you're doing your usual 5-foot ice cream thing?
Yeah. Switch
Yep.
off doing shape water, 5-foot ice.
While this
Okay.
is happening, Minigod's gonna look back at Karn and Baron. And can I do an insight check on them?
Sure.
They
what,
look.
what are you trying to ascertain?
I'm looking to see if they're nervous. Are they scared, or do they look like they're like ready to go down?
All right. So if you want, you can just answer Vinegard directly if it's obvious. If you want to send me a private message and then see how his insight is, you can do that as well. Or instead. Up to you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was on mute. My family was being raging lunatics for a minute. Yeah. That seems like an awful lot of work. I'll just answer.
Okay.
A little bit apprehensive, and I'm not sure you want to lead the assault again with our Sahuagin allies. If we're still wanted criminals, we may want to sit back and wait and see if something actually happens. Then we can come in and save the day afterward. That's what I'm thinking. But I haven't said anything yet.
I was muted.
And
Okay.
Baron,
Talk with Ivan really quick.
Aaron is.
Why is everybody so loud?
Giving me an
Right.
information dump.
Let me roll my insight then.
Okay.
You don't want to have a counter deception against
I'm just not sure if that would affect anything at all.
a bird.
Well, is there a specific reason why? Well, first of all, are you trying to like hide your emotions?
I mean, I
Especially-
imagine.
Obvious that he's scrutinizing you.
Yeah, I'm probably more just calm and collected looking. I'm up to see what happens.
Okay. So roll wisdom. Great.
You want me to roll wisdom?
Yeah. Okay. What is it that you're feeling? And yeah, you can either just state it outright or you can tell me.
I am curious. I'm interested to see where this goes, so I'm looking forward to it, but also a bit worried about it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm interested to see where it goes. There, that's how to word that.
So anxious and
Anxious but ready.
all right, and someone who's being calculated and being a realist. Okay.
He was not at all afraid to get beaten to a pulp, or to have his eyes gouged out and his elbows broken.
As long as they make a soup out of my elbows, I'll be okay with it.
All right.
Better get to try some of that soup. Bet I'm delicious.
So yeah, and like I don't really know what your
Robin.
previous life experience has been like, but yeah, I mean Minigard definitely
Brave
some
the
apprehension
Robin.
from both of them.
Yes, enough.
well, gentlemen, we barely know you, but we appreciate you coming in to help. If you need anything, just give a nod, call out. We'll keep an eye on your back. Needless to say, based on what we've seen, I don't know what's going to happen.
Isn't that part of the adventure?
This is an adventure.
Everything's an adventure, isn't it?
This hasn't been an adventure for me. This has been, well, I don't
How
know what
would you
it's been.
define adventure, though?
Something nice and heroic, where people are actually happy at the end.
I mean, if you save the town, if it's being attacked, would they not be happy?
Let us save the town.
We tried to warn them before. They didn't
Yes.
listen. Hopefully they'll listen this time.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like it has the potential to be happy in the end, so I'm gonna call it an adventure. How about this? Either way, I'll be happy in the end, if I'm alive.
Look, you
If I'm
changed the
dead, then-
configuration of the clouds in the sky one time, and they call you a blasphemer.
I mean, if I'm dead, I can't really be sad, so...
We
Straw
won't
happy
let that
face on me.
happen. Will we, Minigard?
And a guy just looks over at Baron.
Your happiness reminds me of someone very close to me. I like you. Well, let's not die, gentlemen. Let's save this town.
Or die trying.
What?
No, prefer not.
All right. So,
There are villagers getting mauled as you argue. We're walking.
Where
Well, it's walking and it's running and
do
talking.
you
Running and talking.
approach the river? I guess relative to the delta, relative to the collapsed bridge.
Say at least a good distance away from where the water's dark. Like I guess more right by the bridge, I guess, right?
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
Right where we are, just to get a.
Okay.
I mean, speed's an issue too.
Okay. And how do you do that? So you create like the 5-foot ice cube, and then create the next 5-foot ice cube and step on it.
Yeah, I'll create the first 5 foot, and then Drazer creates the next 5, and then once everybody's on that, I'll switch it and create the next 5 because we can't
big's the
have
gap?
two
Might be
active.
hard to fit everyone on one 5-foot ice cube, though. That's
Yeah, how big's the
Fair.
gap?
That's fair.
If the gap is at least, like, if it's not more than 40 feet, I can get some of us across.
It is probably more like 50.
Well, I could throw someone over there.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work on my end, unless you could both make a full 10-foot platform. I run across it and then jump, but
I mean, we could just take Minigard across the first time, come back, get the other two, and bring them across. Minigard's the kind of the bigger one. To avoid.
hey, speak for yourself.
So you're making the ice cubes for Minigard. What's the range on that?
The range is pretty big. It's 30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay, so you still won't be able to do it a little way slightly more than past the halfway point of the river.
Oh, how about this? Drazer, how about this? We ferry them 1 or 2 at a time. We get to the middle. I'll keep mine in the middle, and then you cast them to the end and then back to the beginning.
Yeah, that works.
Well, yeah, would that work if I'm on Drazer's back?
Yeah. So like you and Drazer.
We'll get like 25 feet out, and then I'll cast the platform we stand on in the middle, and then he can keep using his to get people from one end to the other. One at a time.
Okay. So you're standing on a 5-foot ice cube just past the halfway point of the river. And then Drazer is creating ice cubes for others to walk across. And he's standing on an ice cube right behind you.
He's standing on the same one that I'm on, and I'm on his shoulders.
Okay.
Is the bridge completely washed out? Is the like some rubble? Like maybe we can clear some distance that way. Maybe easier.
Let us do our crazy shit. Damn. No.
Well, I'm
really
just saying the
want-
least. I'm just trying to think the least amount of time we spend actually like.
No, that's
on the
fair.
water,
I thought the
probably
bridge was
better.
completely gone. I didn't even think to ask.
It's not completely gone, but yeah, like the middle section of it has collapsed. I mean, yeah, there are pieces of bridge in the river, but I mean, I guess all in all, it's probably not as good as what you have at the moment.
Okay.
So this is the best setup. Well, we can make a different setup. So you're standing with Drazer.
Mhm.
And Drazer is creating ice cubes for the others to begin walking across. And it is, well, Let's see, actually.
If Drazer gave me a boost, could I make the jump? Because if I could get a rope over there and Minigard hold it, essentially, I could easily
Ooh,
get you guys.
that's even a
across.
better idea. We could literally just have one person go all the way across with a rope, and then we could just
Yeah.
literally have an ice cube, and people just kind of ferry themselves across, pulling on the rope on the
Yeah.
ice cube.
We just need a way to get one person across. I just need a boost because I can get 40 feet. But that's
Well,
it.
I mean, if ice cubes take you 10 feet from the shore that you're coming from, then if you can make a 40-foot long jump,
Well, surely at that point
although
you just
the
jump
problem
the
with
bridge.
40-foot long jump is you do need a running start.
Yes,
So-
that's
Jump the
the
bridge.
issue. Is the ice.
Yeah.
Jump the bridge. You don't even need the
Yeah,
ice.
that's what I mean. Is I asked before what's the smallest gap, and apparently that's 50 feet.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I would have easily just made the jump right there.
Well,
but
what we
no.
could do is Drazer and I could go both with you both of us with you, or at least get you close enough so you don't need a huge long jump. But we'd have to jump across the ice getting there, because two people
If
can't
you
stand on the
could-
same cube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you could give me like an extra 10 feet platform, Menegard can easily make that jump.
Well, I mean, I guess that is kind of what they're working on. I mean, I
Oh
guess
well, I
the
thought
ice
it was
is-
just ferrying across like 5 foot.
Well, it's that too, but I mean, I guess you have other options. But yeah, I mean, ice also wouldn't make necessarily the best
Jumping platform.
jumping platform, exactly.
Mm.
But at any rate, when Razor and Algalon get to the middle of the river and prepare their scheme for ferrying the rest of you across by whatever means, you do see, because the water here is not dark like it is in the Delta, arc shapes approaching you from the water.
I'm guessing these are very familiar arc shapes.
Yeah, let's get
No, they actually, well, they look like large fish.
Gotcha.
But actually, as they do that, well, as you see them, one, which apparently was not seen by you, leaps out of the water, and you see that it is a fairly sizable shark.
Boy.
And I guess it's probably going to go for Drazer. So shark. What can it do?
This seems very reminiscent of an adventure at the beginning of a Wildmount campaign that Dan DM'd. Right. Sharknado. Let's know.
We should have gone further up the river, cross or something.
Maybe so. All right. That's AC 19.
Yeah.
Drazer.
17.
Yeah. So it will bite you for 10 points of piercing damage. And you can make a dex save to avoid falling off the ice.
That was a large
I can
fish.
see it, so I have advantage on it because of that uncanny the danger sense thing.
This one you didn't see. The other
Okay.
two you did see.
Oh no, they're falling off the ice.
Oh, for falling off the ice. Okay.
They're not fish.
And there's that.
Oop.
They lay eggs.
Hey!
Oh shit! What the fuck going on?
Pick a side, Tracer. Pick a side.
I picked both sides.
All right. Well, yeah. With that, you also definitely managed to hang on to Algalon.
I
So,
wouldn't know. I haven't had shark eggs.
you guys can proceed
No,
to
I
roll
haven't.
initiative. I'm gonna take a brief break, and then we'll let the madness loose.
So all of us, or just Alglon and Drazer for initiative?
All of you. I mean, the rest
Okay.
can see what is happening, and they can
Fair enough. Yeah.
do whatever.
On this map, or do we have another map? we're gonna
Mermaid
go to?
ribs.
We'll try to do it on this map. Okay, those all look like new initiatives. All right. So, yes, we shall return. I gotta heat up something to eat here.
Sharks are
fuck
obviously
sticks.
not fish.
Which
See, I could have made it easier and turned into like an alligator and ferried people across, but I really want to hold on to my wild shapes.
yeah.
I'm mad. I watched it pivot on an 18 just to drop to a 4.
So what should I have done to make my roll appear on the turn tracker?
Click on your token.
I don't have a token on the board. Oh, you guys put them out. God, my
Yeah,
character
there you
sheet is
go.
covering it. Damn it. That's how they get you.
Yep.
Yeah, we just drug him over. Hey, I didn't even know that was an option to just make things on the board until this campaign. So
Yeah, it's because I usually did it for all of you.
I didn't know that was an option. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is.
I thought you were just copying and pasting between areas.
Well, yeah, one in the tomb for sure, or in all
Yeah,
of
we-
the battles. Yeah, I had you all in a standard generic map, and then I just copied that over. I can barely count on you guys to move your own tokens, let alone keep track of them.
I mean,
I
maybe we
missed-
just don't want to move. Maybe we're scared.
I'm gonna miss mine blending into some of the scenery sometimes. It was always fun.
Oh,
Hold
where's
on.
Ralston?
I am the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right, we get to see how Karn and Baron fight.
Right.
Not well is the answer. No.
Well, I mean, if they have ranged attacks.
Yeah, ranged
Is there,
attacks.
what, like
About
20,
that.
25 feet into the... I mean, I can reach you just barely. But yeah. Middle of nowhere. Water.
See, that's the great thing about being a halfling. I'm technically in mounted combat, so I get plus to
Oh,
my
there you
AC.
go. You're gonna get... Drace is gonna get knocked off that thing eventually, though. And then you're both
Nah,
gonna
he's
go in
fine.
the water.
He's fine.
There's like 2 more.
I believe in my pack mule.
I suppose it's a good... What are you guys gonna try to do? Are you gonna just try to keep crossing or turn around and come back? Because we got time to figure that out, I guess.
That's a good point.
You're just gonna stay there and fight.
Do we just run and head straight for the town, or do we just deal with
I
these
mean,
things?
we should head straight to the town.
You're gonna be separated.
We should.
So, who wants to fly?
Always. I mean, wait, what?
All right, Baron's volunteered to be the first volunteer to fly with Minigard Air.
Make the bad man fly.
So since we're chatting about this, do we really, really want to show up before the bad guys do?
Yes.
I think they've
Yeah.
already arrived.
Yeah, it looks like it. They're fighting right now, or close
Well,
to it, or
we
something.
didn't hear sounds of combat. We just heard
There's no...
people.
Shouting.
There's no guards though. Like that's super suspicious. There's something going on.
Yeah, and Sally's gate being open. I know I kind of tried to force you to stop, but you could have, had us go back. But yeah, that's weird. Sally's gate's open. I think we should.
Given the situation, Minigard wouldn't have noticed the gate.
Right. Yeah, no, Ralston did.
Me, no, I was like playing with little animals or some shit. I don't know, something. It was all Drazer, wasn't it? Drazer's the one who saw it originally.
No, you're the one that saw the gate.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I told you you can't slow down right now.
Ah.
Anyway, personally, I think we should get there before the baddies, or try and get there as soon as we can to assess the situation. But
Yes, agree. Do you want
So-
to split from the party and you and Drazer get there? And then we're kind of getting across a little bit then. Didn't you guys come back first and we deal with this and either go further upriver and try to cross again? Maybe? I mean, that's an idea I have.
Well, Minigard's second idea is how big is the actual river itself?
50 feet, right?
Well, that's the gap between the bridge. Usually bridges are bigger than the actual river. I would think that. A river
I
might
remember
be-
last time it was pretty long. It was pretty wide. I mean, I think it was like 60
Oh.
some feet.
It is wide. I mean, it might narrow down a little bit further away from the coast, possibly, but
Hmm.
What do you think, Draze? You want to head back to them?
So I was just looking up. You can throw an improvised weapon, normal 20 feet, a long range of 60 feet. So I think you could be classified as an improvised weapon. So I think I could hurl you across.
Oh, yeah. I have full intentions to do that with someone else, and gladly Baron volunteered, so that's my next intention.
Well, I think it's just me, Drazer, and you, Minigard, out here right now. Or no, it's just Drazer and I.
yeah,
It's just
you and
me
Drazer.
and you.
That's what I'm saying. And if you
You,
take,
you were
if you guys
making
move,
the foundations of your ice bridge.
Yeah, we were getting to
Yeah,
the center.
if you move 5 feet more away from me, you'll be out of my range probably, like 5 or 10 more feet.
I think we should try and head back to the group and maybe find a different way to cross. I mean, we could try and keep ferrying people in the middle of this, but this might get awkward. The good thing is the ice cubes aren't concentration. They're just there for an hour until we dismiss them or cast them again.
How big can they be? Just 5 feet?
5-foot cube. Yeah.
In
Okay.
reality, 5 feet is so big, like literally the entire party could fit on a 5, like
I
real life,
agree.
like a 5-foot
Or
space.
at least half, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah. I mean, I guess we do have some big people.
Got some wide shoulders.
Yes, yeah, we do.
So what do you think, Drazer? Do you want to keep it as is and try and ferry people, or do you want to head back to them and find a different place to
I'm gonna
cross?
head back to it.
All right.
I think what I can do is as my action, I throw you across the river. Then as my movement, I jump across.
All right, I'm down for that.
I might
Would
come a little
you-
short, but I think I'll be okay with it because I have resistance to cold and shit.
Right.
Hold on, can you give Algalon a rope and then throw him to the other side and then jump over to us?
That would be an action.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Well,
a free
hold on,
action
hold on.
to use rope.
If well, that'd be a use object.
Right, wouldn't it just be handing the rope to you?
We can ask him. But even so, if you use me as an improvised weapon, you can use that for your second attack.
I only can attack.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I feel like there has to be some restriction on what is and is not an improvised weapon. There has to be like a weight. But I guess
If you can
Uh-huh.
pick it up, you can whack something with it.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much true.
if you were to throw a statue, would it not take damage on impact though?
Yeah, most improvised weapons are one-time use.
And what you're saying is if I grabbed Drazer by the ankles and he had a large axe and I just started swinging him around in a circle, he would be classed as an improvised weapon? Or would he be classed as the axe?
All right,
If he at
that's
any
a
point hits
little-
anything, he dies. GG.
It's not that big. I don't like. It'd be pretty cumbersome, like an actual fight.
That's a little too
See
deep.
why he went.
Too deep of discussion there, Minigard. Is Drazer the weapon?
Or is the axe in the improvised weapon the weapon?
And
Yeah.
do I get this benefit while wielding Drazer?
Unarmed fighting. If you use disarming strike with a person,
Wait,
do you disarm the
I am
person,
curious though.
or do you?
Alden,
disarm
do you
the-
count as a magical weapon?
No,
Since you can
No.
shapeshift.
I don't get that. Only Circle of the Moon gets that.
Yeah, but you can shapeshift entirely.
Yeah.
Just at all, which makes you magical. So if I hit you with
No.
hit someone with the it'll be a magical bludgeoning.
It still counts as natural. Now,
Drazer turns
now-
into bear. Minigard grabs bear, starts flinging bear. Drazer bear starts clawing everything in sight.
I could Shillelagh, and then my staff is magic, and then you got a big old, wipeout style whack-a-club.
All right, in all seriousness, fight or flight?
We have no reason to fight these. We should just be, in my opinion, we should be focused on getting to the town.
It could be
Yeah,
Sentinel.
for sure. Top priority.
Sentinel sharks.
Yeah, I mean, and they could be part of the Sahagin army sent to attack us, and but I figured if we can try and get to land, they're less useful.
Land sharks.
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking,
Oh,
but then I'm like, wait a
yeah.
minute, we're in the water. Does swinging your sword count as your or his move, right? If I'm an improvised weapon and I attack, is that Drazer's action?
I think you'd have to technically hold your action to do the attack.
Fair. The crazy shit that is D&D.
Polymorphs myself
All right,
into a
here's-
sword.
here's
Do
what
I
I'm gonna
count as a person or a weapon?
As action, I'm going to throw Algalon. As a bonus action, I'm going to shapeshift into a bear. As my movement, I want to jump across the river.
And then catch Algalon. Easy.
I hold my action to transform into a fish after Drazer throws me, and then the bear catches me mid-jump
And then snap a photograph.
and
When
majestically
award.
water sprays across our face.
or similar shaped water. Go.
Air flows behind us like a full-on
I have,
because you're worth it.
I mean, I did take warding wind, so I could have air flow around us constantly.
It's gonna be one of those situations where the bear is just like mid-flight, and just for some reason, all the buttons on Algalon's shirt just rip off, and he's just got a whole bunch of chest hair pumping out, just flying through the air.
That's right. That's not shapeshift, baby.
Wasted
I think we know how many sharks there are.
time.
Oh, hi, Ivan.
Oh, hi, Ivan. We're totally not talking
Nope.
about the end of the water. or anything.
If you ready a weapon and then get pushed into somebody with the weapon, do damage, or would it just be like push damage?
So far, when I've pushed enemies into enemies, they've taken damage.
Yeah, I mean, it might be partly improvised.
Can you add me into the
Working so
tracker?
far.
Can you get a second? I didn't click my token. Yeah, 15.
It's all right, Ralston. I remember my first D&D game.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
All right.
But to answer your question, Baron, yes, shoving someone into a sword will probably deal them damage.
All right, what do we have? So Grazer's
Oh,
first.
missing a Ralston.
All right.
Yeah,
So
put me
first
up,
up-
please, Ivan.
Hold on.
15 ace, initiative. Please and thank you. I just didn't click my token.
Oh, you're still not on.
I
Um,
user error.
Austin. reshuffle this again. Okay, back to Drazer.
Sharks
All right.
rolling.
So, as an action, I'm going to use Algalon as a improvised weapon and hurl him toward the shore, where everyone else is at.
Okay. You are 30 feet from shore.
Yeah, it should be able to reach 60-ish.
Why do you think so?
The improvised weapons have 20 to 60 feet. I'm not really aiming too much, but
Most improvised weapons don't weigh 80 pounds.
you still weigh 80 pounds?
Well,
Yeah.
or whatever, 40 pounds.
My equipment's 39 and I'm 35, yeah.
Man, you weigh a lot.
Coming from you. What do you weigh, like 600 pounds?
300.
Yeah.
Right now, 300.
All right, so are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm still going to do it.
Okay. Are you resisting this at all, Alkaline?
No.
All right.
Maybe if we just throws him right into a shark's mouth.
I've had worse happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tiny. I'm a halfling.
Worse things have happened.
I'm 3 feet, 35 pounds. Look, I'm always a fan of just doing shit and seeing what happens after.
Yeah. That's Napoleon's way.
Oh, don't worry, it's going to get a lot worse in a second.
When Drazer's involved, it always does.
Yep. All right. So roll athletics.
Ooh, 10.
Weren't we just talking about making new characters?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you get like 10 feet.
What's your total carrying capacity?
Me?
Yeah.
I have the since I'm a Goliath, I have a special ability that can
Large
carry
build?
a whole.
Large build, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can. Let me see.
That's double the amount, right?
Yep. So
Double
I can
amount.
lift 1,080 pounds. Carrying capacity 540.
Right.
Encumbered weight is 180 pounds.
That's all I need to know. So that would, and your total weight, Algalon, is
Total exact weight,
70.
74.2.
Okay. So you throw Algalon about 12 feet in the direction of the shore, and flop into the water he goes.
About halfway.
So almost halfway. So that was your action.
Yep. Then my bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into a bear.
Okay.
And then for my movement, I want to jump into the toward the shore.
Okay. So let's see what we can do here. All right. So this will be. I guess some of you aren't there. This will be this shore here. Then we have 50 feet, or 30 feet, sorry. So that is going to be here. Move yourself along along closer to the shore that you came from, Drazer. Okay. Where is Algalon? There's Algalon. Yeah, that's about right. So the rest of you are here. You can reposition yourself. That's just for purposes.
In case you don't want to be right next to the
shore.
edge.
Yeah, okay. So this is the other shore. The other end zone. As it were. All right. So did you jump toward Algalon or just kind of in a random direction?
I jumped.
Or toward the other shore?
I jumped toward this shore.
Toward the red shore or toward the green shore?
Which was closer? Actually,
for you, it's the green shore.
yeah, I should go red then. I should go red.
Okay. All right. So I believe that's your turn.
So how far do I get from my jump?
Does he get movement?
Roll another athletics.
16.
All right.
Better. He's actually pretending like he has bonuses now.
So you have executed a long jump.
Strength score. If he has a 10-foot movement beforehand, it's his strength score, and it's half if he doesn't.
Well, you're not gonna have. You're actually making that athletics roll as a bear.
Yes.
Do bears even jump? I don't think. I mean, I don't watch a lot of bear
Yes, they
footage,
can.
but
You
Yes,
can
they
jump
can.
over. You can jump over fences and stuff like that.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah, bears are terrifying.
Yeah,
Hell
they're
yeah,
beefy.
yes they are.
And I have 40 feet of movement on there on top of that.
3. Right. You jump
You've never been to a gay bar.
6
Oh my
feet.
god.
in that direction. So we'll call it 5.
Does the massive bear tidal wave push me closer to the other shore? With his belly flop.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
slips on the ice. Boom.
It is your turn.
Does he get
And
movement too, or is the jump his movement?
He didn't jump. I threw him.
His jump was
You.
his movement.
his jump was his movement.
Oh, okay, okay.
As you plop in the water, there is a shark that attempts to take a bite out of you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there are any nearby.
Yep.
I mean, I imagine they got good movement.
On the exact same turn.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Is there a shark? Is he giving me a shark skeleton? Oh, here we go. This should work. Let's make it a little bigger. I guess it is medium. All right. Medium it is. All right. So you can do what you like.
Do I think I'd be able to make it to the red shore using movement and a dash? Because I don't think I can make it. Because it's half swim, right?
It's half swim, yes.
And I'm at 25 speed.
Yeah, so he threw you.
It's at about 12 feet.
So technically, you would, assuming you know how to swim.
Sorry, this isn't second. I didn't put any points in swimming.
You're not proficient in athletics, are you?
In athletics?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Either way, if you do that, Shark would get an opportunity attack.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If I would take an action to disengage, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my action disengage and then use my movement to try and swim to the shore.
Okay. So that would take you like basically probably like 2 feet away.
2 feet.
Something like that. I mean, you'd still be in the water, but
Oh, 2 feet away from the shore.
the shore, yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant from the shark. I'm like, well, that's pathetic. No, no, that's fine. And then, yeah, I will use that, and I'll try and. Could I use my bonus action maybe to reach my staff out to try and get somebody to help pull me up?
Yeah, I'll buy that.
All right.
That'll count as a free action. But the shark will bite you. Just for
Even.
its... Well, I mean that it was attacking.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
DC 16 hit you?
Yeah.
All right. So it takes a chomp out of you. 9 points of piercing size chomp.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can I just say that's the first damage I've taken in like 10 sessions?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why.
What?
All right.
All right, so we move right about here-ish.
Yeah.
Well, if you count holding the staff out as a free action, could I bonus action Shillelagh?
Sure.
All right. Don't mind that attack. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to link the spell. I'm sorry.
Right. All right. Let's just make this shark green. Whoops.
That would have been a good hit too. Damn.
Dead.
Yeah, nosy ass
It's
shark.
already green.
Am I right?
All right. So that brings up the second shark, which will attack the bear. Oops. Here. We have to change its circle. Oops. There. All right. Shark on bear. That'll hit. So that is another 4 piercing to the bear. Or I guess the bear hasn't taken any damage. And that will bring up Ralston and Drazer. Ralston, if you want to grab the staff and reel Ogalon in.
Yeah, what would that count? Would that count as my action?
for you, that would definitely be more than a freebie. It's not just sticking a staff out.
Yeah, like maybe could I? How about maybe could I do that as an action and then get a bonus action attack maybe out of the deal?
Or other way around.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll definitely take a shot quick at the. How far away is that one? I can hit them both. Yeah, I might as well shoot the one
blue
on
shark-
Razor.
Well, I guess it is in the water.
You think you've
Yeah.
seen Shark on Bear
Oh,
recently?
but so is the bear. So yeah, I mean that would be.
Look, we don't need to
into
know
combat.
what your internet history says, Marvy.
In other words, a disadvantage.
Or
The
maybe
green
we do.
shark
I
didn't
don't
know.
follow Algalon all the way, so it is.
Yeah, definitely the green shark then. If it's gonna be like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think everyone should know? All right, fair enough.
Shit. Okay. I'll take it.
All right.
It's essential to the lore.
Yeah, there's another shark that gets. God damn it.
Character
All
development.
right, yeah, then I'll pull Algalon on for this. I guess that'd be the rest of my turn. Because basically, on my first turn, I had to sacrifice my extra attack. Basically, to pull Algalon in, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, there's another shark that hasn't gone yet, so yeah, I'll yank him out. We'll get him out of the water.
How much damage did you do?
8 piercing to the green one.
All right.
3 sharks.
So bear is also up at the same time. Did you go already, Drazer?
Yeah, that's why I did the whole throwing and jumping in the water.
Your initiative 15? Wait, I thought,
Mine was
I thought it was 18. Maybe you're on here
19.
twice.
No, that's
Yeah.
I don't know. Once in the hand bottom.
You're on here twice.
I only see it once.
Why does he get to attack twice?
I don't know.
I only see 19.
I only see him once.
Oh, well, I had him twice. All right.
Well, DM says you go again. I guess you go again. No.
Well, yes.
So the one that bit you before, going to bite you again. Here.
Yes, 1 shark, 2 shark, red shark, blue shark. But no, there's actually 3 sharks.
That'll miss though.
I don't like that
And in the water.
texture on Roll20 changed. The colors. There we go.
alright.
That fixed it. Okay.
Looks like Baron gets
So
to test his mettle and show how nervous he really was.
I'm going to take and
You know how hard it is to prepare
well,
spells
like
for not
sure.
only fighting
yeah.
land-based
I'm going
creatures
to throw an
but
Eldritch
aquatic
Blast
creatures
at
as well?
the blue shark.
Eldritch
Blast will be a disadvantage because it's engaged.
Shoot the green one.
Yes, the green one. That's a thing I didn't know.
Okay. Go for the green one then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the green one instead. That's definitely what I said in the first place. So
Right.
definitely the green one. Yeah. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Is going to take 7 points of force damage.
7 points. All right. And is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And at the same time, Minigard.
Same time. Oh, I rolled a 3.
Maybe there's an old initiative on here.
I think there might
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so which is
I think Karn's up next.
yes.
All right.
be. Yeah.
Baron was at 6. Oh, I see. Maybe that was. What's your initiative, Baron? 7 or 6?
6.
Yeah, there must have been some old turns on here that I didn't see in the beginning. All right. So yeah, Karn.
Quick and easy. Toll the Dead on Mr. Green Shark. For a whopping 3, maybe.
Toll the Dead, because it's a save, wouldn't be firing into combat. So, I mean, you can still go after the green one.
Any of them, technically.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll just do the green.
Okay.
It's going to swim over and start eating in a minute anyway, so they all need to die.
What's your save DC?
14.
That's a wisdom save?
Correct.
Alright. That's gonna fail.
I was about to say, aren't sharks pretty wise? Do I have
Yeah,
shark?
that shark is beginning to
I have reef
convulse
shark. Oh, it would use my
a little
wisdom.
bit.
That's not a fair
Well, that's good.
assessment.
Karn is on there twice as well. Is that it
It's
for you?
interesting because it was empty when
Yep.
it started, so I've never seen it empty.
I think if they're not erased, the old turns kind of hide there.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So now I'm in a guard.
Drazer, are you wanting to move?
Yeah, actually, that would be helpful. Really, really helpful if you can give me like a 5 foot of forced movement or something like that.
I can do that. Yes, I can. I can throw a dice in there if I hit.
There-
Okay.
Is there a range on that feature?
Which feature?
One that would give him 5 feet.
Oh no, this will give him half of his movement if he uses reaction. However, Minigard, seeing that Drazer is being surrounded, gets his 10 foot of movement, jumps forward, and I am going to land. Which one do you want to move away from, Drazer?
I would move this direction.
So, red?
The whole point was
Actually,
getting
yeah. What,
everybody
do
on
you think we should
shore,
just kill him and finish moving across?
not
I
add
get
more
it's
people
up to you.
the
I'm
water.
asking you in this moment in time, which one do you want to move away from? Red or blue?
I don't know meta.
I just don't like being around both of them at the same time.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump on top of red, and I'm gonna try and swing a fist down on him.
Okay.
11 to hit.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. All right, lefty comes down. Also misses. Okay. Is this something that we need to deal with, like right now? Yeah.
I can't wait till I
No.
get 5th level because then
Yes.
Produce Flame
Yeah.
will
We'll
start
deal
doing
with
more
this.
damage.
Action surge.
Doesn't Shillelagh go up too?
I'm gonna swing
No.
at
the
this
one that
guy
doesn't.
again. Give it right in one more time. Natural 20. So I'll go ahead and do this
Why does
real
Produce
quick.
Flame think I am?
I will
I need to roll
let
that.
Drazer move half his movement with his reaction. He does not take opportunity attacks from the creature that I attack, which will be red.
Nat 20,
And I
baby.
add an additional d8 of damage to that attack, which is a total of. Oh yeah, and that's double too. So 8 plus 18 points of damage on red.
All right. You bring your gauntlet
Bring both
into
fists
desperation.
down.
Yeah, and yeah, you basically like rip a chunk out of it as you're retracting your
With
gauntlet.
one hand. Yeah.
And it
Use the
flops
opportunity.
around a little but stops moving.
Ooh. And Drazer can move away half his movement if you want to use his reaction.
Okay. I'm assuming you're doing that, Drazer.
Yes. So does that mean the blue one still gets his attack opportunities?
Make a
Yes,
joke there.
sadly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna move one step over. Yeah, just
Right.
one step over.
This is blue then. What's your AC?
Well, if I moved away, I didn't leave his attack opportunity area, did I?
Yeah, you were right in front of him. And you,
Yeah,
I
I just
see.
moved away. Yeah.
Okay.
5-foot adjustment, perfect. And
Right. It's
I
all
guess
done
that's
in
my
my
turn.
head, Marvy. It's all
Movement's
done in the head.
Action surge, yeah, done. Turn.
All right. So back to Drazer.
Since we're gonna go ahead and let's just finish these guys off, I'm going to go ahead and rage. There's my bonus action. And then I'm going to attack the blue guy, Mr. Blue Shark.
Mr. Blue Shark. All right. As you're
Where's
doing
Mr.
this,
Pink Shark? More are gonna show up. The sharks are just the dogs. There's people who
Another one.
control the dogs.
Moving up.
Oh, we don't have time for this.
Apparently toward
Oh, there he is.
Guard. But yeah, you can continue doing what you're doing.
Alright, so I'm going to my attack roll.
30 feet.
I'm going to first do a bite on blue guy. To add 6. I don't know how it's going to roll next, so it'll be add 6 to this. So it'll be a 23,
23 will hit.
and then a D8 plus 4. It'll actually be a D8 plus 6. So I'll get my
One shark,
plus
two
2
shark,
for
one
rage.
shark, two shark.
So it'll be 8 damage on the blue.
On the blue.
And then I do my claw attack, which is a plus 6. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then 2d6 plus 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12 damage onto number blue.
Number blue.
How much altogether?
12 on the second one.
Okay. All right. And is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay. So, as you're doing that, this other one that seems to have swum upstream approaches Mr. Enigard. And as it gets close to you, you see that this is actually a curious-looking shark. Entirely covered with shells that are stuck to its body like barnacles.
It's an armored shark.
And it will attack twice. That's a 20. And that is almost certainly a miss.
I'm gonna go ahead and riposte that one. I'll send a punch back his way.
All right. Okay, so you get a reaction attack against it
Yep.
on its own? Okay. So you can do that.
13. Probably not gonna hit.
No. Yeah. The coat of shells seems very thick.
Okay.
Parts.
Alright, here comes the damage then.
Yeah, here comes the damage. And as it's rolling damage, you get to roll a d4.
Sure do love those fours.
Yeah. All right. So it takes a sizable chunk out of you. 17 piercing.
Oh. Oh.
And
That's vicious.
it is your turn. Other stuff will happen.
Please tell me I remembered to add lesser restoration today.
So
Oh, good.
that was...
Ooh, I was worried.
It has gone. Drazer has gone. Shark number 3 was green shark. And shark number 3 off and swim away.
Since we go at the same time, can I get a shot off on him?
You can.
Okay. I was planning on getting up using half my movement because I'm pretty sure Ralston just dragged me up on shore.
Yeah.
So then the other 10 feet maneuver down here. And he's still on the surface. If he is, I'm going to try and get a produce flame on him.
Yeah, I mean, he moves much faster than you, but with a produce flame, I mean, unless it has a really piddly range, you can get him.
Alright. Since that is a 1, I'm going to do something I have never been able to do and re-roll that with the lucky racial trait.
Ah.
Hey, there you go.
Halfling luck. I've never been able to use it all campaign. Alright, roll it
That's
again.
paying off.
12. That misses. Worth a shot.
Well, will hit.
Oh, that'll hit. Holy cow. Alright. For a whopping 1 point of damage.
Can't do it twice in the same turn.
Only d20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but 1 is enough.
No way.
Wow. Okay, well, I mean, 1 or 100 on that hit.
Sometimes
wonder
it's
what's
good to
wrong.
be a halfling.
Yeah, so you fry the shark. And it goes belly up. No. And that was your turn. Alright, second shark is the blue shark.
Just barely enough to hit it, just barely enough to kill it.
Oh, that one is still feeling aggressive. So it will attempt to bite Grazer.
Let me use the bathroom, get a drink. I'll be right back.
12 doesn't hit the bear.
Nope.
Alright. So that will bring up Ralston.
Okay. From where I'm sitting, like, how can I tell? Is Minigar getting pretty beat up over there?
You definitely saw this strange looking fish come out of the water, and deliver a pretty frightful bite to him.
Alright.
You can also, of course, see that the water is beginning to turn red.
Yeah. I hate to be in the city, but I don't really want Minigar to die in the water. Yeah, so first off, I'll, bonus action cast, Healing Spirit on top of Minigar. 60 feet range.
Alright.
Then he'll get that on the start of his next turn.
Yep.
That's when that starts.
Yep.
Alright. 5 charges. I think, right? It's my 5 charges.
Right.
Okay, and then I'll action attack. I guess the blue one's been hit? Yeah, the blue one. Would that be a disadvantage?
The blue one is engaged, so yes.
Not much of a choice. Yeah, we'll attack the blue one. See where this goes.
Alright.
15 to hit?
That'll hit.
Okay.
Yep.
5 piercing?
5 piercing. Alright. The blue one is still thrashing.
Right, and then extra attack, we'll do it again. Hey, not bad. Another 5 piercing.
Alright. The blue one is thrashing, but in a different way.
So much thrashing.
It is. It's a lot of thrashing. Right,
There's
minus
a lot
2
of
bolts.
thrashing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna move. I was kind of yell out some just kind of random words of encouragement to Minigard, and like, keep at it, and it'll be my turn.
Hopefully
Alright.
I didn't miss anything.
The red one.
Nice. We got blue down. Now we got the big old bad boss.
Everything is
amongst them.
fine.
Now, what happens if I grapple that shark? It would be a bear riding on top of a shark.
You can try.
Oh, we cast
The
healing.
red one is not supposed to be dead. I mark it dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
Well,
know.
one.
we can't
Yeah.
change it. So
What?
Yeah,
Apparently, like, punch
Minigard crit on it.
Reaction
Oh,
attack.
I know why. Yeah, I know why. Yeah, it is dead. Okay. But was dead. Oh, you crit on it. Roll 3d4.
Sir.
You just like punched it basically.
Oh yeah, full big ass gauntlet, right on top of it, punching down on top of him.
Mhm. All right. So yeah, like fish that you drag out of water that sometimes appear dead and then start moving again. That's what this one does. So it's going to disengage and flee.
one dead. Disengage it, please.
Yeah.
What?
One that I put a massive hole in the side of. Yeah, apparently it's still moving.
Oh, I guess it's not dead.
Zombie shark.
I guess not.
They have the power of undead on the side. Zombie shark.
What? Jesus
So-
Christ.
50. So Yeah, I can actually move faster than that. Started out here.
With a disengage action, it still can go that far.
With the disengage action, that's true. I can't go that far.
I was gonna say, what is this thing, a rogue shark? Like,
I mean,
bonus action
sharks
dash?
are
Like,
pretty quick.
Jesus.
Do swing pretty quick. Alright, but it
Say,
does
I've never actually seen a shark, but I feel like
Alright. It should be your turn now.
Like, I know I
so
haven't
see
officially
that
hit
it is
5th level,
attempting to flee.
but I can't
I
wait
am
till I
going
get
to
6th
Eldritch
level.
Blast it.
I mean, really, 10th level's where it's
Okay.
at, but 6th level.
Well,
It
it's
is within 120 feet, right? Because you have it at the edge of the screen, so it could be farther.
No, it got 50 feet away from Minigard.
Okay. So it is 60 feet for me, which means it isn't. So. And we're going to whiff that like a boss.
Yep. Yes, you are.
As a bonus action for fun, I'm just going to be like, you got this. I believe in you.
There you go. You giving inspiration to someone?
I don't think I can as a bonus action. It was just more for fun.
Okay.
Double checking. It oh, it's a bonus action.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Who are you giving it to?
The one that is next to the shark. I guess the live shark, I should say. The alive undead shark? I don't.
Right.
I feel inspired.
Karn.
Yes. Against my better judgment, I'm going to let the runner go and concentrate on the one that is chomping upon somebody. I do not want the disadvantage thing, so I will use the good old-fashioned, ever-popular magic missile.
Uh-huh. Oh, that'll hit.
It does hit. 15.
15 against the shell-covered one.
Yep.
Actually taking no damage. All right.
And that's all I got.
That is all you got. I'm assuming the magic missile is like some weird contraption. I mean, just for the
He's an
purposes
artificer.
of...
I knew it.
Bluff?
I knew he's a cleric artificer.
Does anyone see anything? They see you use some sort of device?
No. Probably not.
Okay. Keep things simple. All right. So Minigard.
And bad things happen.
Bad things will happen.
Big
So
1d6 healing. It's my
Yes.
turn.
6.
Hey!
yeah, although that might be counteracted by other things.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
uh,
Oh no.
First thing is make a Constitution save.
Okay. 20.
And he will make it. So
That's pretty good, but you could do better.
Yes, I can.
better.
You could also pull a Drazer and get a 1.
Not stunned.
Yay!
But you are bleeding profusely, which is probably not the best thing with sharks around. So, well, you take 6 points from the healing spirit, and you bleed for an additional 1.
Great.
But otherwise, that's it for now.
Okay, so
What's happening to you?
I am not stunned, so I still have my turn. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Best situation ever. Okay, so seeing that this, am I just doing damage, or are we still trying to win away for this thing?
It appears to be quite a bit faster than you, at least in the water.
Okay, so seeing that this thing is right next to me and Drazer is a little busy, I'm going to just start pummeling the hell out of it because that's the only thing I can do right now. So I'm gonna give it.
Well, it's the only thing you know how to do, anyway. Yes.
It's all I've learned about so far. No one's been teaching me anything except from doing crazy shit. Okay, so except from that.
Well, that's probably true.
8 is gonna miss. So
Miss.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the bonus action. Miss.
Oh wow.
That's a
good.
1.
Yes, it is.
So, luckily no one's near me, so that's good.
Is that it for you?
Yes, I think it is.
All right.
Well.
Here is its opportunity attack.
Oh.
Which it will hit with. Not a crit this time around. So you take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you have no weapons. You're not, and you can't fall. Although, make an athletics check.
11.
All right. It's attempting to drag you down. You are able to keep yourself above the surface enough so that you haven't taken any water in your lungs yet. Although that might give it an idea.
Horns above the surface.
Well, actually, you might not be thinking straight because of all the blood. But it is its turn. So it will attempt to repeat what it just did. See if we can get another 20. No, this time it just misses cleanly. Razor.
Alright. I'm going to do 5 steps toward Minigard. And then I'm going to claw and bite at the shark.
All right. Also, at this point, you are beginning to see a few people merge onto the shore and observe what is happening in the river.
Are they fish people or normal people? I can't see.
It's hard to tell at this point. They appear to be normal as far as you can tell.
So bite, then claw. So bite, I got a 17.
17 will hit.
And claw, an 18.
Hit.
Alright,
Or
so
no,
D8.
sorry. Wait.
17 and 18.
The 18 hits. The 17 does not against this shark.
Oh shit.
Alright, so 2d6 plus 6. 8 plus 6, so 14 damage on the yellow sharky.
Okay.
Do I go for broke
And
and use one of my high damage abilities?
bonus action, I want to heal myself using a cure wound.
You can't do that as a bear.
I can with my wild shape druid thing. It's actually a special ability that I cast.
Yeah, that you can do, but it's not cure wounds.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's a D8, so.
Well, yeah. You're also breaking up a little.
All right, I wasn't sure if it was just me.
Technically. So yeah, this is a cure. It's not really cure wounds. It's a special ability, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's like the druid cure, or wild shape cure, or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
We got this one. All right. So you see, well, especially Algalon, whose turn it also is, that this one, which had gone belly up, is also beginning to move and beginning to swim away in this direction.
Fantastic. How hurt does Minigard look?
Are you asking Minigard?
He might be like a bit far away for a medical check. I mean, you see that like he's completely surrounded with bloody water.
Okay.
And that you
Yeah. And green is swimming south.
Yep.
Well, West Marsh or Saltmarsh south.
Yep.
You guys want to cross now? We can hold it up. You guys are behind us.
Shoot. Okay. I have to let green
Don't worry
go.
about me, it's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Whoops. 30 feet. All right, let's try it. I'm going to pull out my star map and trace some constellations and cast Guiding Bolt on yellow.
All right. Guiding bolt is a ranged attack, right? Or is that a save?
It's a
Yeah.
range.
All right.
And I was hoping because of my angle I could shoot and not worry about hitting Minigard, but if Drazer, but if it does, that's fine.
Yeah. It's a lot more maneuverable than them, and it's also a little hard to aim at it specifically because of all the blood.
Yeah, so that would be a disadvantage.
Yep.
All right, then I'll do a pot shot at green as he's running away.
Okay.
Because I know he's hurt and I don't want to hurt him anymore, so. Not this time. 11!
11 will miss.
Yep.
Sharks hide.
All right, then I will bonus action. Yeah, I'll healing word on Minigard. Level 1.
Okay.
For 4.
All right. This guy has gotten
You get that, Minnow?
Yes, thank you.
All right. And is that it
I
for
have
you?
3 actions. Razor's going to be taunting the yellow shark since he hit him or clawed him.
He doesn't look like he needs to be taunted. Smells blood.
Yeah, I clawed him, so I was trying to make him mad at me.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's hard to
D&D
read
with-
emotions on a shark, but
Now with Mr. Robot?
you get the
Oh,
sense.
Mr. Yeah, because of
Pretty
the
relentless.
Discord.
Needless to say,
I can do
Drazer,
very
I think
specific
the aggro
tactical
is
things,
fixed on
but-
tightly.
Yep. All right.
The problem is hitting my
That was
teammates.
Algalon. Blue. Okay.
It
And
still
Ralston.
technically thinks I'm 5,
Okay.
but I'm not. I'm 4.
That yellow shark's like 18 to hit. It is in range.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know why it's giving me proficiency 3.
I can't.
I should only be a proficiency 2.
Zephyr strike. That's concentration, isn't it? I don't even need to look to know how much shit's concentration. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll try shooting at the yellow one. Well,
Alright.
very slim chance to
It's gonna
hit
be hard
it.
to remember until I actually level up.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste a single healing spell.
God damn it.
Right.
For
Question is, which one of the other 2 you're actually aiming for?
Something
Roll a
so low.
d6.
because I can do a much more powerful
Alright.
healing. Problem is, I use one of my wild shape, and I really don't want to use the wild shape right now.
That would be Menegar.
It really has me. God damn it! I was hoping 1 through 3 is Drazer.
Take me.
So I guess 6 piercing then for Minigard.
Oh no, I mean you get to roll brand new attack, so it's not a sure thing.
Oh, another. Okay, got ya. Got ya.
Actually, I forgot that Menegard is an armor.
Minus a bolt.
Yes, I am.
Am I lagging?
I should be making.
There it goes. Oh yeah, of course that one's. It's a great
Oh,
roll.
so still.
Yes, that hits.
Well, that counteracts the healing spirit.
There you go. It's like nothing ever happened. Like it didn't do anything for you. I didn't attack you.
Pretty much.
Forget about it. Just don't pay
Shark
attention
is
to that.
shooting
bolt.
arrows. The
The
shark
bolt
is shooting
sticking.
arrows.
See, Minigard, at least my healing counts.
That should actually kill the healing spirit.
That would be
Oh.
epic.
Poetic justice. All right.
I have technically 2 more attacks, but this is I don't like. I mean, I feel like the chances of me hitting Minigard or Drazer are greater than me actually hitting
I
the damn
have
shark.
save
It's,
spells that are save or
disadvantage.
suck, but
Maybe.
they're not great.
I don't want to keep shooting them. You know what? We're gonna. All right. One more try. One more try.
All right.
Yellow shark. Here we go. We're not messing around anymore.
Yellow shark.
Yeah. It's almost
Wow! Really?
like-
Okay.
Watch
Alright,
out!
Another attack.
Ralston has
Here's-
turned.
Here's
Roll a
the,
d6 again.
The
here's
creature
the
got
double
to him.
crit.
Austin turned long ago.
There it is. And that one would have hit the shark even.
Yeah, but roll a d6.
Oh, D6. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's right. That's right. For
You
the.
might hit Grazer.
Hey,
does.
that did.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're an equal opportunity backstabber.
One for each of them.
When you're hoping to hit the other teammate. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm gonna
I
not.
was
I feel,
shooting for a while.
I feel like yeah, I'm just gonna do more harm than good at this point. So I'm not gonna take my bonus action attack.
Menegard, get behind Grazer.
You missed
Well,
the ally and hit your friend. Well, the shark's my friend too now.
Exactly.
I'm just really thinking Ralston's the bad guy here. I mean, think about how many times he shot his own people.
It's getting up there.
I think
To
you've
be
done
fair,
more
we're getting
damage
a lot.
to your own party than the other enemy.
I mean, to be fair, we're getting into a lot of fights in tight areas.
This is
We're in a-
literally an open river. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, this is different. I'm just saying up until now. But yeah, that'll be my turn.
Hey, Minigard, I wonder if we can grapple this shark and drag it onto shore.
And throw it at Ralston, yeah.
Can try. All right.
Binagard would answer, except you're a bear, so he doesn't really understand you.
Yeah, no, it can't. I'm
Uh,
thinking out loud.
All I'm hearing is.
Baron is up.
All right, I think I'm gonna
Question:
have to heal
Can
him.
I reach right here?
I'm gonna have to do the
You
Chalice
reach-
constellation.
No, unless you have a swim speed. Can swim 15 feet.
That's 10. Okay, I just wasn't sure if I could reach that. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do an Eldritch Blast at it, and hope I don't club one of my teammates.
Go for it. It's been working so well.
I know, right?
You could just double move behind it, so that way we have advantage.
Yeah, good
mean-
luck with that.
I can't. Can I double move in water though? I wasn't sure if that was the thing. If I don't have a swim, like a swim.
You can
But I guess
dash
a
into
dash
water,
is
but
just
you
double
can't attack.
movement.
You can take the dash
I would
action
also
and give
point
me
out that
normal
the
movement.
water is quite frigid in the time of year.
Yeah, I remember that from my last jump. So,
You mean shit cold, cold, yo.
yeah, I'm just gonna go with an Eldritch Blast and hope for the best. Okay,
Alright.
that's a crit fail.
Let's see.
Oh, never mind.
It's a disadvantage. Roll again.
Why do you do this to me?
'Cause I'm a mean person.
Why do you do this to me?
There it is.
It is.
There it is.
I
told
rolled
you.
19. I was like, yeah, cool, not a crit fail. Crit fail. Okay.
All right, roll a d6.
Like fish in a barrel.
See who gets it.
There are fish in the barrel. Oh boy.
They
Lord.
basically are. All right, well, it's going to be against Razor.
Well, this is the time to hope that I don't roll 10. Wow.
Wait, does he have to roll attack though?
Yeah, he still needs to roll an attack.
And it's
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's true. You do need.
And
Oh,
if
I need to roll.
it's force damage.
Yeah, well, she's still everything. I mean everything
Yeah.
but psychic, or resistance everything but psychic.
Oh, I thought you weren't resistant to force.
So
my
I
bad.
have to roll again so I can miss my miss?
Yep.
Yes.
Boy.
Yep.
Is this a disadvantage too?
No.
Oh.
He's in the water and he's being attacked, right?
No.
He's engaged with your ally, the shark. It's a flat roll.
There you go.
Maybe if he rolls a 1, he can like redirect it against Ralston.
Yeah, my crit fail. It
You know what?
just
I'm
hits
down.
shark.
I'm down for that.
Come on, we got this.
Trips,
Damn.
falls, and fires the other way.
It's the
I'm assuming
miss.
13 doesn't
Nice.
hit.
Hey, that
There we
misses.
go. That's something positive.
Yeah.
Yep. 14.
There you go.
I fire a blast of force. It ricochets off the mirror in your back pocket, ends off in the distance.
You have a mirror
Karn.
as a bear?
And you're up.
Yeah, that yellow shark seems to be fairly resilient. Just same thing
Yeah.
again, magic missile.
Well, at least that has no chance of fumble.
Yeah,
Yes.
6 whole entire damages.
And there's only one roll that shows up.
That's how roll 20 coded magic missile. 1 roll and 3 of them hit.
Yeah, apparently magic missile is just 1 damage die.
It is 1 damage
Equal
roll, and I'll
weapon.
do it. Yep.
That's weird. I think I've seen it the other way.
It's actually apparently how it's written. Raw.
Yeah, apparently someone like wrote to Wizard of the Coast how it was supposed to be done, and they said it's a 1 dice roll. I always thought it was the 3.
It
Like,
should
roll
be
them
the 3.
individually.
It should be the 3. I mean, it was a 1 die roll back when there was 1 missile. Back in the day.
Hmm.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yep.
All right. So now things might get ugly. All right. First,
So let's roll that 6 to see how much I can stave off.
yeah, you can do that. I'm
3.
going to roll
3
this.
charges left.
So yeah, the healing spirit is eaten up by
Okay.
the profuse amounts of blood that are still pouring out of you.
All right.
On top of that, I'm gonna have you roll athletics, just to see if you can continue to remain unsubmerged. Okay,
18.
that should be fine. But it does seem to be getting somewhat more difficult as time goes on.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to bring Righty down on top of him. Try
Okay.
and get him right on the nose. Nope, that's a 7. Jeez.
Well, at least it's not a fumble, but it's
Yep.
close.
There
you go.
I wanted to do something, but I can't really do it anymore. So, okay, yeah, I have to give him. I have to give him lefty. That's all I can do right now. 14.
You got that's a miss.
All right. Actually, fuck it. I'll turn that in. I'll throw my freaking inspiration to that. Hold on. I got a D6 inspiration from
Yes, you do.
Baron. So 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that's enough.
Thank you, Baron. Appreciate that.
That was, yeah,
Oh.
right.
And movement, I am getting myself onto the shore.
Which one?
This one.
The green one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the closest one.
So, yeah, the people watching from the shore, I mean, they don't attempt to stop you. They just say, "What just happened?"
Are they talking to me?
Yes.
Well, we're here to help with the invasion that's happening, and we would try to get across to the bridge, but there's a hole in it, and the sharks attacked. Who are you?
My name's Tom. I live here in town. But yeah, it's been terrible. Water,
yeah. What?
waters rose, and a lot of the Fisherman's Wharf submerged, and there were all kinds of rumors that there were creatures in the water after dark. They're the islands. I think they got a couple of fishermen and just people who were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then in the morning, some of us organized militias to hunt down any possible they might have in town. Some of them fled. Some of them met different fate.
So, you were already attacked.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you know who
Although
I
he
am?
doesn't know.
You were that guy that was exiled. Yeah, we've heard of you.
Yes. I'm gonna be straightforward with you here. Everyone else is here. We heard that we're getting attacked, and we understand what we've done, but we're here to help.
Say, well, we did hear, and not one against the law, but at this point, yeah, we need all the help we can get.
If you don't mind, can I put my hands down real quick?
Put your hands down? Oh, actually, yeah. As this conversation is happening, you are still continuing to bleed out.
Yes.
That's
I'm
points.
currently not doing so well, and I need my companions to join me. But do you mind if I put my hands down so I can put some light?
DM, if we're out of combat, can I move the spirit to follow him?
Yeah.
So I'll definitely have followed him as he went, like as I could.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, that feels tingly.
Yeah, you think that they're not understanding what you mean by "can I put my hands down"?
Right.
And I'm gonna reach into my pack, pull out a torch, light it up,
Yeah.
just wave over to the others, show that I'm safe, and then just like lift it up so I can see them.
Pretty sure we can see you, right? It's only 50 feet.
Yeah, it's 50 feet and it's daylight, so yeah.
Oh, it's daylight? Hold on, I thought it was
Making this big
nighttime.
scene.
No, it's
We're
only
just like,
2 hours
what-
from the mansion.
What
It's
the
like-
hell is he doing?
It's like
not
11
night.
o'clock.
I thought
it
it
is
was
called-
nighttime.
No.
This
God, I
whole
would have
time
thought
I
an
thought it
attack
was
would
night.
happen at
Well,
night
the
as
night-
well, if that
if-
makes sense.
If it had been nighttime, this would have been much harder.
Oh, I understand the difference. It's the time zone difference. I gotcha. Yeah, no, it's daytime here, Minigard.
What? What?
On this side of the river.
Yeah, on this side of the river, it's daytime.
That'd be wild.
It
Just
looks
hit the
so
middle point of the
dark over
river
there.
and just sun appears. My God.
It looks so dark over there. It's like you guys are shadows. You really should get over here. It's a lot brighter.
Well, yeah, they say, yeah, we heard that they have a shark big enough to swallow the sun.
Come again.
They say the grass is greener on the other side, but they never say anything about the light.
Can we try and just swim our way over?
Yeah, that's
You can if you want. Is that what you want to do?
They swam
the
across
ice
pretty
cubes.
nice.
Well, I guess
Tracer
Vader's not good.
will emerge as a big bear and just start shaking off in front of Minigard.
I mean, actually, seeing that Minigard's over there and that he's injured, yeah, I'm gonna still walk across on the ice cubes, but by myself.
Okay.
So that negates the bleeding. Awesome.
Maybe a rope at least.
Wait,
When you
what
go over
negates
there?
the bleeding?
The
I'll go
healing
on.
spirit.
Oh yeah, if we're out of combat, you can take 3d6 healing from the healing spirit.
Negates, well, it might negate the bleeding for as long as it is active, but the
Yeah.
bleeding doesn't stop just because you're out of combat.
Hey, you might want to attend to that.
Well-
I'm not feeling so good.
Ralston, Drazer has my rope.
I have a rope.
If you have a rope, I'll carry it over with me, but isn't yours a little...
Oh, that's right. It's
Short.
40 feet. Yeah. Does anyone else have a rope on them?
The rope is over here in Drazer's bag.
Baron or Karn, do you guys have a rope on you? Either one? An explorer's pack?
pretty sure I don't. Let me double check.
We might have a wig.
I could
Yeah.
maybe tie my fine clothes and my costumes together to make a
No,
hypothetical rope.
No, it's 50 feet across. Yeah, I guess then I'll
Yeah,
swim too with
that'll-
Algalon if we don't have a rope. Safety in numbers.
Because I'm slow, I'm gonna be walking across the ice myself.
So you're
I'll-
like, but how are you gonna tug them?
I'm not tugging them.
Oh, he's not. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're
We're just gonna have to swim.
Your own thing.
Yeah, so I know when I cast it and get rid of the next one, so I can time my footfalls to casting the next one.
Right.
And make my way over. Because
Um,
Minigard needs help.
It's
So how long would it take you to get across?
Oh, it's true. It's every 6 seconds. I think it'd still be faster than swimming.
Yeah.
A minute?
I'll race you. And I dive in with the dash, so I can at least
Actually,
move
no.
30
I would.
feet.
No, I could swim across. Never mind.
yeah. It's all just swim really quick. And if something happens, we'll deal
Yeah,
with it, I
really
guess.
quick is easier said than done.
I dash to get 30 feet across.
With dash, it'd probably take me 2 rounds.
Okay.
definitely
So
follow
as
behind
that's happening, that's another 3 points of bleeding for Minigard.
Another charge with the
Okay.
healing spirit for 2. So I lose 1.
How many charges does the healing spirit have?
It's got one more left, right? You took 2 since you've been on land.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it's got one more d6 and it's done.
Okay, so roll that. You're gonna take. Well, that doesn't. I guess that gets wiped
Excellent.
out.
4.
All right.
Okay.
So you have all. Any of the people that are swimming across wearing armor?
Leather.
Light armor. If that
Wow.
counts for anything.
Anything heavier than light armor?
No.
I'll double check what mine is. I don't remember off the top of my head. Like, never mind.
Okay.
And if I'm good, I'm gonna swim the rest of the distance to get to the shore and pull myself out.
All right. As that's happening, it's going to be another 4 bleeding damage for Minigard.
Would it be to try to patch him? Would it be medicine check?
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yep.
ask that.
Probably Algalon? Isn't that your kind of realm? Like, you got medicine?
More of the natural kind, but yes, I'll try.
As I flop out of the water between them, I see he does that, so I'll roll to the side so he has free access. Just flop one more roll over.
I'm not proficient, but I've got +4 in medicine. Could I assist him in some way, DM?
Sure.
Actually, your medicine's better than mine, and I was gonna ask if I can use guidance on this.
On this you can, because it's not an extended action.
Alright.
It's a full action.
Alright.
Can you mend a person?
So
If you can use guidance, I should assist you, right?
Okay. So you're doing the guidance.
and,
Algalon?
yeah, and if he's helping me, right? That's an advantage. Or is he doing a separate roll?
Just
Thought
whatever I can to assist you.
you were guiding him.
Oh, I don't know. He's better at medicine than I am, so he decided to help me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming Algalon's better too.
All right.
Yeah, I'm really not.
Roll. Yeah, you can roll again.
All right.
Almost certainly doesn't matter. Okay, you're able to stop the bleeding.
There you
Thank you.
go. And with that, you're welcome. And with that medicine check, can I tell how bad off he is now?
How bad off are you?
He's bloodied. He could take a few more hits, but yeah, he's under half.
He lost a lot
You're
of
under
blood,
half.
but he's
Yeah.
a big minotaur.
I have good berries. I'd like to save some for what's
All right.
up ahead.
Then
but-
you'll see Algalon pull out his star map and have a constellation of a chalice that jumps from the star map to his body, and and I'm gonna wild shape into chalice form.
Doing
And
the magic thing again.
Then I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Or not 2nd level, sorry. I'm going to cast... Yeah, I'll do it at 2nd level. And that'll go to Minigard. Oh, for 9. What a waste. And then the Chalice form will heal him for an additional 11.
Wow.
Okay. As you're all doing this, I'm going to need each of you to roll a Constitution save. Are you still in bear form, Drazer?
Yes.
Okay, you save at advantage.
I'm about to ask, am I about to get called out for being in water?
You might be.
Because I was literally about to drive everybody off.
Ouch.
Dry them off. How?
Prestidigitation.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I will use another Cure Wound, or after this, I'll do another Cure Wounds on Minigard. But I'll wait
Oh,
till
no,
this
I'm good.
resolves. I'm doing it. Doing it for me too.
But focus yourself, honestly.
Right, but I have two. I heal 2 different types. I have to heal 2 targets. So I'm gonna do me first, and then, yeah. Anyway, I'll see what happens with this first.
All right. So yeah, Ralston and Algalon and Baron are shaking pretty uncontrollably.
Okay. Can we get dried off somehow? I'm gonna look.
You would need. So, is someone using prestidigitation?
Yes, I am. That's what I was about to do, but I was letting them do their healing.
I mean, prestidigitation will help, but whether
I mean, we can use it to unsoil all of our clothes, which are now damp, wet, moist, and dry them off instantly.
yeah. So that'll take care of the clothes, but not necessarily bodies inside the clothes. So maybe it's just easier now. Do this. So yeah, everyone who failed takes 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and at this point, I guess more people have appeared. Some of them are standing like a ways away from you, and apparently having an argument about whether they should allow you in.
Is there a group? Is there a bunch of sticks on the ground nearby?
You could probably find sticks, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and gather some and Druid craft.
I would like to assist with that, because I also could use the same spell to light a fire.
I was gonna use Druid craft to light a small campfire. Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Can I see if amongst the crowd Stoutly is amongst them?
He does emerge right about now, yes.
Yeah, it's
Does
wave
he
him
look
over.
changed?
Is he changed?
Is he changed?
As in into a fish person?
Just in general, like the last time we've seen him, is there any change to him?
Not as far as you can tell. He does appear to have a few bruises. That's the only change you notice. Including around the face.
And I gotta just raise a hand. like wave it slightly.
He acknowledges you with a nod. And says, as he walks toward you, so you've decided to come back.
I'm still glowing like a starry chalice constellation. I don't know if that changes what he does.
And I'm still a bear.
Yeah, there's all kinds of weird things going on. Yeah, some people are definitely staying away from you, but he's not.
Okay.
He approached and said, "You guys are back," basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Minigard's
think-
gonna take a step back.
Are you injured?
I don't think it was.
Stoutly, are you injured? Did I lose internet? Can you hear me?
Oh, no,
You're still
I can
there.
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Okay.
It all lost internet.
Oh, there it
We
is.
lost him.
Okay.
Because that is what happened.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Okay,
Almost.
while he's away, what's the game plan?
We
I am persuasive as fuck.
Yeah.
Let me persuade people.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
No, that's
Just tell 'em
fine.
we're
But
here to
if he's
help
hurt,
defend
I'm
the city.
I'm gonna heal him.
Like, sure and simple. It doesn't seem like you're back by choice. You're back because they need you.
Yes.
Hey, you back?
Yes.
Yeah. Can't move this thing like 2 feet. It has to stay right where it is.
That's crazy.
Probably not
That's
making
fine.
plans while you're away. Probably not doing anything like that.
I'm sure you'll reveal them to me soon enough.
We only have
No,
a few
these
seconds.
are deep
so-
dark plans. They're ready for 12 sessions ahead. Don't worry, we're big brain in it. Don't worry.
So as
Yeah.
Stoutly approaches us, I ask him if, are you injured?
He says, "Oh, it's nothing."
No, for what is to come, it is not nothing. Here, let me help. And I am going to. Can I touch you?
I think now's the time, Algalon.
He doesn't really say anything, but he doesn't draw away either.
All right, I reach out to touch him and cast Cure Wounds on him
All right.
for 9. And then
So actually, when you do that, a bunch of people kind of like come toward you, also with bruises and some more serious injuries, and some of them actually like fall on their knees and they just say, "Please help. It's been terrible." Some of them are saying, "I've got sick children at home."
okay, really quick glance. First off, I know it's not a reaction, but can I twin spell this after the fact? I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, they kind of came after it was cast.
Okay.
Yeah, they saw it and reacted from it.
So
Yeah.
because of that, the secondary effect from the starry form, I am going to target Ralston for 9. That should top him
Okay.
off.
Oh, HP? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that puts me at full.
I would prioritize the ones who can fight, but I can do 4 more people real quick.
While
Well,
he's choosing people to
yeah.
heal, I want to stand up and talk to Stoutly, and basically, I'm trying to persuade him to stop being so protective. We're here to help. Stoutly, I just watched these guys punch a shark in the face to come save your town, and you're still worried about the exile. You're still trying to make sure they don't come back to help save your life and the town. People, everybody living here.
He says, "I'm not saying anything."
Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, please.
and then a guy's gonna just start making his way inside. Does anyone get in his way?
I'm following him. If-
No.
All right.
Grayson's gonna follow behind you, just kind of trotting along as a bear.
Happy bear sounds.
Menegar's gonna look over.
Algalon, what do you need? Do you need chairs? What do you need? Alcohol? What do you need?
No, I am going to be going with you. If there are 4 able bodies that are injured that I can heal that are able to fight, otherwise
we're
I
dealing
must
with more.
save this resource. I must save our resources. I am
Uh,
sorry, and I can
I
help
think we're going to
later.
be dealing with more than just 4 people. Algalon.
I mean
think
here.
we need to...
If there are 4 people here, and I ask out to the crowd that surrounds us, are there 4 people here that are able to fight that are injured? If not, I will have to help you later.
Well, 4 people definitely step forward. But as they do, a hue and cry goes up from some of the others, saying, "No, you must help the children."
Oh, the
Okay.
children.
Can the
You're-
children
Okay.
fight?
Not gonna lie.
And they're in
Okay.
they're in the town, so I will have to come back. I'm sorry. Stay safe.
We're going in. No, Menegard's going into town.
Yes, and I'm telling them I can't heal them right now, so I'm following.
No. Algalon, I was going to create a, what is it called? A relief station?
You need me with you.
Okay, so let's bring them along. I can get supplies.
No.
Just tell me what you need.
We are going into town. We can't put them in any more danger. Let's go.
But isn't
The
that
out,
what-
they're safer than in town. Why would you drag them back in? They're already wounded. It's almost certain death for them.
But
Algalon starts walking towards town with
Right.
whoever,
Not
Yeah.
bad in town yet.
with
is it?
Drazer and Ralston.
As
wait,
you do
oh, damn it.
Stoutly kind of like catches up to you, and he says, "I don't mean to tell you what to do, but I think your first instinct was the correct one. You can help anyone. Help those who can fight."
Very well. And I'll turn around, and the 4 people who stepped forward, I will twin spell a 1st level Cure Wounds. And I'll walk up and touch each of them.
I
First
also
one gets
Yeah.
Oh, go
10.
ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Second one gets 6. And third one gets 6. Fourth one gets 7.
He says, and he kind of like bends down, especially if he's talking to Algalon, to say this quietly. He says,
If I
Be
can I
careful.
make a chance to try to hear this?
Hold on.
he says, "You can't trust everyone, and you can't trust everything you hear. The town is very much on edge, and when that happens, some people do unreasonable things, and some people try to profit from the situation."
I just kind of touch his shin, look up, smile, and nod, in like I understand, but
Okay,
something greater.
right. So, Minigard, you said you were heading into town?
After the others are starting to head in, Menegard will start heading after them. Yeah.
Kind of like
Okay.
to whisper something to Stoutly if I could quick. It looks like I can away from like a shitload of people.
Okay.
I just want to ask about Stoutly. Have you seen Councilman Sharp? What's he doing right now?
He... I can show you.
Sure.
Okay. So are you gonna follow him?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Are you all gonna follow him?
We were headed to town. It sounds like Stoutly's headed a different direction.
Well, that's why I was asking where you were heading in town.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, in town, right? Just to a specific spot, essentially.
Well, yeah, he's heading to a specific spot. If you were
Is
heading
there
somewhere else.
still sounds of combat going on?
Well, yeah, I mean, you never knew whether it was combat or not. I mean, it did sound like it was shouting. But yeah, there's still like a fair bit of shouting. Although
From the
it's actually
southern part
kind
of
of
town,
like
or
a lot of it seems to have like moved in your direction because like a crowd kind of headed your way. So I mean, well, and there's definitely like a hue and cry and loud murmur on the banks of the river. But in any event, Stoutly is going this way. If any of you are going elsewhere, then tell me where you're going.
No, I'll follow him if he's looks like he's headed towards the council
So
center of town. And I did want to ask him something after we figure this out.
Okay. So all 6 of you are following him?
Menegard will stick around the back.
I'm following him for sure.
Okay. And the rest of you, Drazer, Karn,
Yeah, Raise up follow.
Following the group in
Yep.
town, where they choose to go, but hopefully toward the bad stuff.
Is Drazer still a bear?
For an hour.
Yeah, well, people are definitely not getting too close to you, but yeah, I mean, normally if this happened, you would definitely be the center of attention, but you're not. So yeah, he first heads over here, which you are probably aware was where Sharp lived.
Now,
And
sorry, real quick, as we were heading in, I'm going to ask him if he got word from my eagle.
he nods.
Okay, at least I gave you some time.
Checking behind us, are the crowds still following?
Most of them, yeah.
Are the 4 I healed still following?
At least a couple are.
Fair enough.
Just a general glance. Do any of the current residents still look like fish people?
Roll perception.
Sorry, guys.
Nope.
Not as far as you can tell. So, yeah, he heads over to Sharp's mansion, and you see that it has obviously been set on fire. And probably partly demolished. Actually, like, as you get there, you definitely see people dragging off valuables.
It's being looted or more organized?
No, well, it looks like it was already looted, and I guess, yeah, what you see now is like people getting the dregs.
Okay. Damn, Stally, how'd that happen? Was that in the attack?
Because, like I told you, at times like this, sometimes people do things that are unreasonable, and others do things to take advantage of the situation, but I haven't shown you everything.
I mean, lead on.
So from here, he leads you to the main park or square right in front of Council Hall, and you see that a gallows has been built there, and you see that there are a number of charred corpses hanging from
Oh shit.
stakes.
Uh,
Are they fishy corpses or human corpses?
They are charred beyond recognition.
I just kind of looked to stoutly. Oh, what is that? Is one of those sharp?
He says, well, he nods at that, and he says, that is popular retribution.
Did you see him up there with your own eyes? Like, one of those is him for sure?
I was trying to stop it.
Imagine you were. Well, shit.
So he wasn't judged. He was murdered.
Well, I think some of these people will tell you that that was judgment.
Yes, I know. From my experience, most people are wrong and arrogant.
He just sighs. He says, right now, a good many of these people, including several of those that you healed, are combing through town looking for more of his associates. And I fear that some of the people taken had nothing to do with him. But I can't control this town right now.
And where is Lord Reeve in all of this?
Okay. That's pretty dire.
And where is Lord Reeve in all of this?
Lord Reeve has gone down to Shining to seek aid. I think some of the other counselors are still in town.
I fall back to Minigard, and you hear Algalon muttering under his breath, "This is why I don't trust humans."
What are the attacks, stoutly? Like, has it been kind of sporadic, or what? Like, what's going on?
Which attacks are you talking about?
In the sea? And they're not, what are they, Swaggin? Attacking the city?
I don't know what that is, but the waters started rising last night, and as the shoreline and the islands were flooded, some people rushed to save their belongings or to pull their boats out of the water, and we had reports of sea devils dragging them down to the bottom. It was dark. No one saw them clearly. But most people didn't really stick around to find out. And as some of my men went down to the delta and to the shore, to try to ascertain whether these reports were true, all hell broke loose in the rest of the town, and we decided that our attention was best directed toward that because it seemed like the more serious and the more immediate threat.
Okay. I mean, the attacks from the water are only going to get worse.
I imagine that's the case. Do you... Well, what did you say in the message exactly?
I said there's a large force of fish humanoids coming from the north along the coast. I don't remember exactly. I should have recorded it, but something like prepare, we're coming to help. Something along those lines.
He says, do you know why these creatures are coming?
I don't know 100% for sure, but I believe, at least what I believe, it is what I tried to tell the council, or at least one of the council members last time. They feel that you have encroached on their territory and they're trying to take it back.
He says, yeah, that presents all kinds of difficulties because we were not aware of any water denizens up until now. Well, except like the odd sailor's tale that didn't really amount to much.
Oh, I'm guessing it's an odd sailor's tale of ancient elves that used to live here and you just brushed it off as nonsense.
He says, well, in either case, the water denizens are not subject to treaty. And this actually is my biggest fear because Osgood has gone down to Shining, but since the attack came from the water, none of the other colonies are technically under any obligation to come to our aid.
Subject to treaty. None of you have any idea what's going on, do they?
He points to the gibbets and says, you can be the judge.
Algernon,
Yes.
what's a treaty?
It's a promise that the humans sign that they eventually break for some reason and then fight each other.
Which is a very easy to break, it seems.
Yes.
They don't sound very nice.
So
Oh,
I can't go into it now, but this land, as you know, is cursed for a reason. And the people who are coming were the original, from what I understand, inhabitants of this land. You are the trespassers.
So, what are you saying exactly? Everyone should flee?
I don't know what I'm trying to say, but perhaps somebody could actually try and talk to them and hope maybe some peace can be arranged, or some, I hate to say it, but treaty. But I just wanted you all to be prepared for what was coming and get as many of you out as you could, so there wasn't needless bloodshed and death.
He says, well, as I see it, these are our options. We can attempt to fight, although we're not really sure what we're fighting, and our forces aren't exactly prepared for that kind of fight. We can attempt to flee, but that would have other negative consequences.
Yeah, women and children and injured. You're not gonna be slow. Have to cross the
Well,
river at some point.
Well,
there's
we
that, but
heard,
also the
um,
precedent.
yes, the closest place that technically would welcome them would be Tribor, right? Because don't you
Tribor.
guys not like Sanctuary, right? You guys left Sanctuary.
Well, I'm sure if there's mass flight, people will go where they can.
Right.
Whether where they have family, where they have friends, or any other kind of connections, business partners. Yeah, people will go to Shining, people will go to Tribor, people will go to Sanctuary.
Well, you do have another option. You have all the natives that the enemy of my enemy.
Is that what the bear says?
Well, at this point, probably I'm guessing it's been probably gone now. So I figured I'd probably push back to Goliath for.
Or maybe he's just smarter than the average bear. He says, well, say more.
Well, we know the lizard people have been preparing for this and creating alliances with other natives to fight what looks like the same people you are fighting. And they may be willing to join forces with you to fight a common enemy. And in return, you guys maybe I'll do a separate treaty or something like that with them. The deal I'll do that, but they may be willing to fight with you guys.
He says, that might be an option. I don't know whether bringing this up for debate between the two remaining council members makes sense. I think probably if people are going to remain behind, this town needs to be put under martial law.
I was gonna say you're pretty much the head of the town at this moment, aren't you, Stoutland? Technically.
He says, yeah, he just kind of shrugs and twists his mouth a little bit.
So I mean, if it makes any difference, it was actually the lizard people who tipped us off about this attack. I feel like they want an alliance.
These are the same ones that you were in business with, right?
No,
Yeah,
I
the
mean
ones that-
business. That's
The ones
like,
that were preparing for this war.
yeah, that's. I mean, I wouldn't call. I mean, no. I mean, contact would be a better term, I think.
Yes, it was the ones we were in business with.
I just like kind of clench my teeth and close my eyes and sigh.
Vinegar just whistles and looks away innocently as if he's not actually part of this group at all.
For this exact encounter that we tried to warn you about. Well, the town.
He says, what would you estimate as the chances that they would come here to fight?
Very little from what I remember. They were defending their own land.
I think it may depend if you're willing to talk about a new treaty with them, because
Yes. A new
I think
agreement.
that may help the whole issue. Yeah.
Well, if you seem to be on better terms with them than your group,
Vinegar's gonna take Karn and Baron to the side.
Okay, you two. I understand. We're talking to a person of power here, but I'd like an opinion of people who have just lived here. You know, what do you think of? Would the people leave? Or do you think they're just, well, stoic and decide to stay? I know this is your town, so, I mean, Trazer, I know you protected this place, so I'm not sure I have any opinion or reason to decide where this place goes.
Yeah, see this many card. If I just asked if I could, have your weapon, whatever your primary weapon is that you use all the time for everything, would you be willing to give it up?
And he'll just look down at his hands.
That would mean me losing my hands. I
Essential
kind of
part
need
of your
them.
life, correct? Like a thing you use and need every day.
Right, but they're not losing their hands.
They're losing their house, which is their shelter.
Right,
It's an essential need of people.
they can use their hands to build a house. You can't build new hands with new hands. That just gives you like hands with that are not attached to your arms. It doesn't help.
The amount I wish I had mage hand right now.
What?
I wish so bad I had mage hand right now.
What's that?
It's a spell that makes a hand.
That seems extremely. Can you punch with it?
That's a good question. I don't. Out of character, I don't actually know if you could punch with. I mean, maybe you could, but I imagine it wouldn't be effective.
There is one subclass that can.
That sounds.
Anyway.
That sounds extremely ineffective if you have a hand that cannot punch.
The point that I'm getting at is it's a crucial thing for people.
So what you're saying is that you'd rather them lose their hands than lose their homes. Gotcha.
Some of them might be more willing to.
What?
Some of them might be more willing to lose their hands than lose their homes.
Would you be willing to lose your hands?
Me
Point taken.
personally,
Exactly.
no, but
yes. So you're saying that they would prefer to lose their hands, but you would not.
So at this point, you do see 2 council members emerging from Council Hall. Fortune and Smeal. And I guess, yeah, Fortune speaks first. And he says, need to start evacuating all the low-lying areas, and we need to get everyone, or at least the faithful, into the Courtyard of Fire, which is a sturdy building, well defended, and we need to set up men-at-arms at all the pylons and the entrances, and we need to have everyone starting to pray, because otherwise we're lost. To which Smeal replies, I disagree. We've been going over this and over this the past several hours, and it seems to me that that's a recipe for disaster. We can't save this town through prayer, and there are a lot of valuable possessions that can still serve people in good stead to help them make a life and earn a livelihood, but we need to get them out of here. if the situation turns, then perhaps people can return. But I think right now we're playing with people's lives.
Hmm. I mean, couldn't you evacuate the people who can't fight and leave those who can here? Or is that too dangerous?
Fortune says our main weapons are rays of Palor, those who believe in him. Need to prove their mettle. This isn't a fight of sea against land or monsters against people. This is a spiritual fight. And it is a fight that we must step up to and that we must win.
Oh, yeah, I agree. You should defend the town, but can't you? You don't want to evacuate anyone, like at all? Like people who can't fight should pray, essentially.
Well, what kind of faith is it if we flee and disperse? If we lift our voices as one, the
Smart
Lord
part.
of Light
Oh,
is bound to
okay.
hear us.
How many people are we talking here?
Can we kind of look to Algalon too? Is that going to do anything? Follow Paylor.
There is a chance.
Yes.
So,
Praise
Can we get a
God.
percentage on that chance?
No.
yeah, he points at Algalon and he says, There is a man that I considered to be a criminal, but this man speaks the truth. And yeah, Smeal is basically like twisting his finger at his temple. He's like, do you people really want to leave your fate to this? Not only your fate, your houses, tools.
Can I do a quick check and see if the eagle is nearby above?
Or and when he says your tools, someone from the crowd that's assembled shouts out, your ships?
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to force anyone to leave. I can't possibly. I mean, it's just prayer. Surely the people who can't fight and flee can pray on the move. Does that not count? Or you just want everyone to? You don't want to.
Fortune says, well, yes, there are those whose livelihood and whose spiritual well-being revolves around their ships, and perhaps they can take them elsewhere and resume commerce as usual. But what message does that send to the rest of us? And what guarantee is there that these sea devils won't show up to the next town? That they won't show up in Shining?
That's true. That is a good point.
Or Sanctuary? Or Neverwinter, even. Once we show them that we are weak in our belief, they will know we have lost. We came to this land because it was promised to us. by the Lord of Light.
Well,
It's
clearly
promised-
promises can be broken.
Not by the Lord of Light, he says sternly. Human promises, yes.
You can get it in writing.
Paylor does not deceive.
No, he does not.
Okay. I mean, all right. I guess.
So you just want us to sit here and wait, like we basically already like what's already been being done, and just expect change.
Says, as in the days of old, those who keep the faith will see fiery chariots of Paylor emerge from the sky and drive his enemies into oblivion or into the sea.
Yes, and if this place is truly connected to Paylor, he will listen. As long as we can gather faithfuls who actually do believe. I know you all may not understand this, but Ralston, when I met you, I was guided by an essence of Paylor to your group. I was guided to this place, to this Saltmarsh. There is a chance.
Wow. Fortune says, he has guided you back to us.
In order to protect the town. You
Protect
may
the
not
town.
believe, and for those who don't believe, I don't want you to pray, because your voices will mean nothing. So if you wish to defend and prepare defenses and attack or flee, if we decide to stay and help defend, I will go with them and their followers to help and try and beseech Paylor's assistance in this. Yes, you can pray and run at the same time, but where would Paylor go to help if you're constantly going somewhere else?
Give me 10 men of faith. For the Lord can do more with them than with 1,000 who are faithless.
Okay, I mean,
What
don't
if
get
you
me
had those
wrong.
with faith and those without faith? What if he? Because what I mean, the lizard people, they're just sitting there right now, and who knows who else is on their side. At one point, I mean, if they're here, I mean, you could try converting them.
That is... There are no easy ways out when it comes to faith. You either believe or you don't. There is no in-between.
Well, if they see the effects of Paylor and how Paylor helps save the town, they may convert over and become righteous individuals.
And does the Hagun believe in Arashni? And I can't remember the other name right now. Hold on.
Both.
That is Arashni.
Camille says, since when
I think it's Corellian or something. Sorry.
does the courtyard of fire speak on behalf of the town, and who's faithful and who's not? They are here as a minority sect at the sufferance of the king. It is the White Tower who represents true faith, and I find it curious that at a moment like this, you're trying to usurp power rather than to help save people.
I think we are trying to save.
If this
And-
is a power play by one of your council members, then he is not a true believer in Paylor.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's not a true believer in Paylor, and he is a charlatan who is leading his followers, for sure, or his co-religionists, to a certain death. And I will speak clearly and honestly because I don't want anyone else to follow him, because
will mean oblivion.
Was that? I'm sorry. Was that Fortune saying that?
Oh, that was Smeal.
Smeal.
Fortune
Okay.
is the one who's trying to get everyone into the
Gotcha.
yard of fire to pray.
I will walk up to Fortune and look at Fortune and ask them, is this a push for power?
Is this a
Answer me.
push?
Answer me honestly, right now.
Of course not. Who would think of power at a time like this?
I would like to
Insight.
insight check him.
I wanted to do that. I was just about to say that. Can I do that too?
Yeah.
Seeing that everyone else is doing fortune, can I go for Smeagol?
Smeal. Yes, you can go for
Yeah.
Smeal.
Thank you.
You want you glean privately or out in the open?
I mean, just because I guess I'm the only one that detects, let's just do it privately for right now. I'll add to it. I guess no one else would know this off the bat.
I want to lean toward Mitigard. Should we eat Fortune? I'll make sure it's a little loud enough so people can kind of hear.
Just
I
out of
just
mild
wanna point out-
curiosity, what race are Smeal and Fortune?
Humans.
They're both human.
Yep.
No, he doesn't look like a fish.
But does he taste like a fish?
I doubt it.
Can I do a smell check? See if I smell any fish.
You're in a coastal city. I'm pretty sure you smell fish.
You are in a coastal city, but yeah, you want to make a
I
check?
suppose so.
That'd be perception.
Sure.
I want to say, if
I
everybody
got
at Paylor would be praying for Paylor, then wouldn't it already be everybody praying? Like, if this is what you guys are reverting to, then it would already be done. It clearly is not enough.
No, there is praying and then there are ceremonies.
Difference?
One takes preparation and time and is a little bit more direct, rather than, please, Paylor, help my crops grow. I will be
certain danger,
be
wouldn't everybody
trying
be
to
praying for
directly
safety?
ask Paylor's guidance and assistance in this matter.
Minigard gleans anything off Smeal. I'll also take it private.
I'm
I don't know, I
posing it
doubt it.
right this second.
Much in the way when I cast spells, I ask the elements for their assistance. I would be asking Paylor. But as a deity and a god, he is a little harder to call forth.
See,
Okay.
I can tell Fortune is genuine. At least he is an actual fanatic for Paylor. At least as far as I can tell.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
To you, specifically, because you're kind of like up there talking.
Says,
Okay.
since you're saying this out loud, if I am a fanatic, then fanatic for Paylor I will be. All this time, I have tried to keep the faith, but I have also tried to be practitioner of my craft and a servant of the colony, of the common weal. But Paylor has called to me to gather faithful to his fortress, and I will heed the call, because not heeding the call is worse than death.
Okay.
If Ralston believes this is an abide for power, then I have to agree.
So Smeal says,
I don't know how to get inside this man's head, nor am I interested in doing that. But and tells people to flee inside his temple and to pray as the world is collapsing around them. I don't know what his motivations are, but I see the practical effects. And he's asserting the power of his insane beliefs over innocent people. I'm sorry.
I have healed several of your men over the power of these insane beliefs. And they are walking now after being injured. I have healed my party. I have tended to your wounded after the battles in the fight in the street many Enneads ago. With the power of my beliefs.
Says, so you're one of them.
I am a believer of Palor, yes.
He kind of throws up his hands in exasperation. He says, I am a believer in Palor. That's not the point.
Despite the belief in Palor, I think one thing that is certain is this invasion or these attacks need to be stopped here, at any rate. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, go to the lizard folk. Talk to them. But do you think that even with the combined might of whatever fighters remain here and them, will that be sufficient?
I can't say as to the numbers of these water
okay.
demons.
I am a practical person who deals with precise measurements and numbers. So let's say there are 100 defenders and 1,000 of them. Would those be odds you would find acceptable? Mounted defense. You seem like you are an experienced soldier, warrior, whatever.
I mean, it's not great odds, but I mean, thousands.
So those odds would be acceptable to you.
No, I mean at that, if it was something like that, we'd just have to sound some kind of retreat and try to regroup. I mean, there's no way.
Okay.
There's no
well,
defenses.
that's exactly what I'm calling for. Is beating some sort of retreat.
Well, we don't know their numbers as of yet. Like, I mean, the attack hasn't been that severe so far. I mean, I don't know that there's going to be that many more of them. So I'm saying, I mean, I agree with you that I think the people who can fight should leave, but if they're going to stay and pray, you know, I mean, it might do something. I mean, I've witnessed Palor's, I don't know if you want to call them miracles, but gifts firsthand.
Yeah.
So they could help.
We've all witnessed his miracles. Every childbirth is his miracle. But, there's a saying, the Lord helps those who help themselves.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you.
But,
I mean, we gotta look to the defense and can't.
Right. But what I'm saying is, someone needs to sit down and figure out what exactly are acceptable odds. I mean, if we're outnumbered 10-1, you say that we should retreat. So, what's the rough correlation of forces where we make that decision? 3-1, 4-1?
I mean, I would put my trust in what Stoutly has to say about this. He's captain of the guard. He knows what the guard can do better than anyone.
So Stoutly shrugs again and says,
God damn it, Stoutly.
Right now, nothing.
We're
They're
usually taught
a bunch of Sahagin are supposed to be coming from
defenders can be outnumbered
the north
3-1.
coast.
and hold their position. Beyond that, situation can become dire. But in this case, you have an attacker with an open front we can't control, and we know virtually nothing about them.
I mean, come from the water. Almost certainly come from the water. So I mean,
as far as we know,
yes,
There was a large,
pretty good bet.
dark coloration in the water north of here as we were coming into town. We believe that to be the Force.
well, we've seen it too, of course. And we don't know what it is, but it certainly doesn't look good, whatever it is.
That's not good.
Why don't we just do both? Why don't people who don't believe in Baylor and the people who want to fight do their thing? So, the people that need to fight and want to defend, we fight and defend, while the people who want to pray, because as you already said yourself, our voices aren't worth anything if we don't follow the same as you. So why don't we defend while you guys do what you feel you need to do?
Well, I suppose that's fair, as long as we know when we come back that everything won't be in the hands of the courtyard.
I can't promise that.
Well, that is unfortunate, and that is what makes me apprehensive.
You also can't promise that your God, or that you have enough people to answer, that your God will help.
Says, I don't know where you're from. We worship the same God. We just have different ideas about how to properly do it. And what the proper
can I do a history check? Because does this town force this following?
You can do a history check, yeah. So yeah, I mean, there are various factions of Paylor. There is one that's kind of the official one. It's held by the King of the Albi. And then there's sort of a dissident one, which is represented by, Fortune and those who attend the Courtyard of Fire. The King's faction, their temple is called the White Tower. So, I mean, a lot of the differences are kind of very fine points of theology, but basically, the King's faction, I guess they're more light worshippers, which is why they climb up to the top of their tower. And also built the lighthouse. The Courtyard of Fire, they're more fire worshippers. But, I mean, I guess it's still the same god, or at least called by the same name. So, Smeal says, look, I'm going to get my people, and I'm going to organize a caravan to help as many, especially those who are too young, too old, or infirm, to make their way out of the town. I recommend that you reach out to your allies and leave Fortune to his god, because I don't really see how to reason with these people, or how you can help them, or how they can help you.
Fortune, if there was a vote in the council for the town to retreat, would you agree?
No, because the only council members are me and Smeal.
I understand that. If this was a normal council, would
If
you
this-
agree?
I don't know what the relevance is. If this was a normal council, it would probably be divided 2 to 2. Krug and Sally were still here.
And the deciding vote would leave it to who?
To the Reeve.
To the Reeve. Because they have a strong word in this town and appointed by the king?
Yeah, he is the magistrate. He's appointed by the king. It is his right to cast the deciding vote in case of deadlock.
And if there were...
But as you see, he is not here.
I would say Stoutly should have a say in the vote.
Well, you can say what you like, but Stoutly has no official position in that capacity. Stoutly is simply the head of the
Anything
town.
really official anymore? What's really left to be official with?
Well, that's actually exactly what I'm saying. What's left to be official with? I am trying to save people body and soul because I don't really see what is there to be official with.
Then the guy's gonna walk up to Karn.
Karn.
Yes.
Do you have any more alcohol?
No.
Gotta go over the Baron. Carry on.
You do see people who are not actively promoting anything in particular, but kind of like off in the background, like boozing quite a bit. Especially some of the fishermen. You probably recognize some regulars from the Scale and Tail.
And the guy's just gonna like walk up next to Baron. He'll wave over to the ones he recognizes.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you survived.
They say, "Hey, look, it's the champ. That's the champ over there."
That's right. I kind of am. Am I? I don't know. Tracer, am I the champ or are you the champ? I don't remember.
I think you're still the champ.
We need to have a rematch at some point, but not right now. I don't think the place is up to scale.
We need to talk away from the council members.
Right. Agalon, do you have any alcohol?
No.
Baron, do you have any alcohol?
Why do you need alcohol?
I ran out.
Why does anyone
The
need
time or the place. I wouldn't...
Win.
So you want to be drunk right now at this time of major importance?
Look, buddy. I just wrestled like 2 sharks, swam across a really, really cold river. And there is a lot of talking going on. I need something.
Yeah. Well, to add to the talking, wind blows in from the sea, and as far as you can tell, carried on the wind is this whispered voice, which is nevertheless loud enough to reverberate throughout the public square and possibly even the whole town. And the voice says, "Leave now. Those who stay will all die."
Pretty
Tracer, do
straightforward.
you have any alcohol?
Yes, and I think that's probably where we're gonna leave things for today.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it, damn it.
Yeah, we need to make a decision as a group. We can't worry about the council right now. Honestly, they're bullheaded and they're not going to change their minds. But
Okay, so what are the options?
stay,
See, it
defend,
depends.
and fight, or help with the retreat and leave. Those are the options. We
Oh, I
can't.
thought one of the options was sit here in the middle of the courtyard, pray, and hope everything just works.
Right, that'd be stay and defending.
Respectfully, Ogalon, I'm not gonna kneel down and put my hands together and start muttering words.
I told you not to.
Those who can fight would fight, and then just everyone else can pray.
Oh, thank
At
goodness.
least that's the way I saw it.
But the thing is, if this beast is so strong, then we are legitimately just sacrificing everybody.
I mean, they're gonna stay regardless.
You're there waves and waves as the beast eats them all until he gets so full that he dies.
Yeah, that's not a thing. But yeah, that's why we need to decide if we're gonna stay and help defend the town or help with the retreat effort.
Say stay. At least that's what my vote goes for. I kill this thing. I just don't know how we're gonna get.
It's not a
quicker we
this
can get word to the
thing.
lizard people.
It's
Okay.
an army. It's not a
So
thing.
Yeah, well, the thing behind it, or so I think, anyways.
So at this moment in time, 1 for stay and fight, 2 for retreat. Everyone in chat, like, just put down what you think.
Do you want it in
We
roll
can
20 or
leave it from
Discord?
there. Roll 20, so at least the stream knows exactly what the heck our
Fair.
opinions are at the moment. But if
Right.
you want to stay and fight, put 1 in the chat. If you want to leave, put 2. 3, 2, 1, enter. Darn.
Perfect.
Okay. So 3 want to fight directly. Baron,
So I think
you
we
want
should
him to
get the
leave
people
and then
out
fight?
and then retake it back. I think that would be the best situation because at that point, once we know the enemy, we can handle it better.
A defensive position then.
It's choice number 3.
I don't know.
It was Karn being a
Well,
smartass and not answering.
I do believe there's another option.
Yeah, wasn't it just pray?
That would be part of defending
Yeah,
the
that's-
town.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
part
just
and parcel
one.
defending.
What was the third option?
I do recall back in the cave that is now submerged, we were trying to dispose of an altar, and there was a glowing sea
Dragon?
turtle. Yeah.
I don't know how we'd
Didn't
get
we
back
come-
there.
Yeah,
I want to
submerged
do that too,
glory.
badly. I think defending
Did
the town.
we, or did we not come to the conclusion that that dragon might be a helpful entity?
Yes. That's what we think.
That's what we think. The issue is, at this moment in time, and this is not Minigard saying this is just me
Right.
saying this out of character. I think at this moment in time, the option to go into that cave has passed, unless we want to go into some dangerous enemy territory. Because if the fish people ain't here, didn't someone say that they ran towards the delta?
Some people did or
No,
something.
it's underwater, so we can't really breathe.
Like they saw
Right,
activity.
but the fish
They
people
just saw
can,
activity
can't they?
out there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of they said like a whole bunch of like fishermen and whatever got caught up and they were pulled towards the delta. And I've got a feeling that if we go in there, we're gonna just meet a wall of them.
We fighting underwater. the entire time, holding our breath. It's underwater.
Yeah. I
mean,
would
it's
love
an
that
idea.
option, but I don't think we have the time for it.
That's the thing, is we could have someone scout it out.
I think it's too dangerous.
It is.
If we get out there and
it's
lose a boat, like we're fucked.
we would basically have to go in as a group for
Yes.
it to work.
I definitely want to go there if we can if we successfully defend the city.
We can go in after if we leave too, which is fine. So here's my thoughts. If we leave, we can try and get some other towns to try and help, and then we can send word to the I'm gonna butcher the name, the Dogon. Is that the name of the lizard people?
Yes.
Yeah, we can get help from the Dogon. Or if we stay and help defend, then we're taking the front now, and I can't send word to the Dogon today. I don't have that spell.
Yeah.
Well-
Definitely, if you could take it at night, that'd be the quickest way to talk to him.
Smeal fella, he's just worried about his stuff.
He's
I don't. He's just worried about his things.
worried
Well,
about the lives of the people in town.
He's more worried about his stuff.
He believes that this force is far greater than they can defend.
He believes that his stuff is more important.
From what I can tell, he's. Are you talking about Fortune or?
Spiel,
Oh, okay, never mind.
the guy that wants to pack up the stuff and leave. Based on what Minigod saw in him, he's more worried about his property than anyone else.
Okay. And in my mind, we can't let him get a foothold in Saltmarsh. Like, defending would be the better option. We can at least fortify it a little bit.
Because
If we go south, we can retreat too. Like, there's gonna be
Saltmarsh is walled, right?
what?
Marsh is what?
Walled.
It's walled on the other side.
Oh, it doesn't enclose. Okay, I thought the green was the wall. My bad.
I mean, at least it's facing
Oh,
the
the
river.
green I think was drawn a long time ago. I think that was like Drazer's patrol path or something.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
The orange is the wall.
Orange is the wall, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought that was our path to, I don't remember his name now. Cohen's farm. But if that's the wall, okay.
Well, it might have been that. But in any event, yeah, the wall defends the town against inland attack, but not against the sea.
Gotcha.
I can't help but agree that it'd be better to stay and fight, because I can't help but agree with what he said. The moment that we take a step back is the moment that they get the advantage and take a step forward. It's a sign of weakness that they will take advantage of and expose over and over again. But it would mean possibly lives being lost in the process.
Oh yeah, I mean, almost certainly. There's a battle.
All right.
So, does anyone want to change their vote at all?
Oh, Algalon still wants to retreat, but he'll stay if needed.
You strip that
So-
boat down to its essentials, you've actually also deadlocked. So yeah, I guess you're pretty much the same as the council.
Perfect.
No, staying in defends ahead.
And who wanted to go out to the cave right away? Does it change your mind? Like, I mean, that's exactly what I want to do after we defend the town, because we're just gonna have an easier time of it.
I mean, I would say it depends how long we have.
Razor, and everyone else has other preferences, at least for the time being.
I think, honestly, if we have time to go there and actually, like, check out the place, I'm down. If we have time.
So dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
the
we'll have the
thing.
time, and I think we're just gonna be going into a meat grinder. Like we're just gonna be slaughtered.
Yeah.
We can't
Remember,
breathe
they're
Right.
pulling people out
underwater.
of boats already. Like,
Yeah, like we might be able to get a handful of them, but if
Just the way
any of
they're-
them are in the cave,
yes.
like we don't stand a chance.
'Cause it'll definitely be a struggle on the way there and then in the cave. Like, maybe on the way back. I mean, if the cave actually does something, maybe. I don't know. Just, yeah, it's underwater. That's what's really iffy about it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not. Like, we can take a look from afar, maybe kind of like how we did with the guards to
Like-
see if there's any activity, but I don't know.
I can try and get in there. I can't do anything while I'm in there other than look. Like, I can't do anything as an octopus or a shark against a tablet or an altar. I can't try and purify it. I can't try and destroy it.
Yeah. I mean, that's not. No, I would say
Yeah.
no. If it's just a scout, because, I mean, what's.
But then if I'm just
At worst,
scouting,
you'll run into whatever the hell the big bad is
yeah,
in the cave.
if I'm just scouting, I would much prefer to save my wild shape for a fight.
Assuming it's here fully, and that's why everything's flooded.
Right.
That's where my mind's going.
Stoutly, when was the last time you were attacked?
Last time Saltmarsh was attacked?
By the creatures, yes.
Well, they came last night.
Was it just one, or were there multiple?
I don't know. It started flooding right as the sun went down. And reports of creatures were kind of incidental.
How is it right now?
What time is it right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably mid-afternoonish.
Okay.
But I gotta get going.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we need to discuss this throughout the week, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks, Ivan.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, man.
God.
Have a good one.
Have a good. Thank you for the great session. Thank you.
Take
Yeah.
care.
And stream,
you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
all for
Oh.
hanging out through this. I thought there was going to be a big